Thanks for coming in. As you guys come in, please double tap the screen for me. I greatly appreciate you double tapping the screen. I'm out here getting some steps, getting in my steps. And I said, why not? Why not go live? Why not talk about, some important things? I've watched, since I got off work, I had watched a couple of videos. Um, one on Candace, one with uh, Martina Navratilova. I know y'all may not know her, but she is she used to be a professional tennis player, and so she spoke about Charlie Kirk. Her, she was, her opinions and things of that nature about him, and also obviously I watched some more awesome debate videos, and I love it. Every time I watch those videos, it's exhilarating, and it definitely basically puts into perspective who he actually was. Hey Spencer, drinks, reviews, and chugs, how you doing? Thanks for the thumbs up. Whoever gave me that thumbs up, you guys double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. I'm out here walking. I'm getting in some steps. Hey, beautiful butterfly, how you doing? I'm doing so well. I recently had got off work, and I ain't lying. It's been so now we're changing seasons, right? And it's been so busy, so busy. And so, with that being said, I mean, I've always worked hard. I'm working a lot harder, and unfortunately, some people are like continuing, not to work. But anyway, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. How are you? How's everybody doing? You guys come on in. I know people are gonna be probably in the background. We'll get some trolls and all that stuff. You guys try to ignore them because everybody does not see eye to eye, and that's just what it is. But anyway, like I said, my live streams are not to, I've never had live streams to diminish character or upset people, but I know within me being upfront and me being just real, right? Just as Charlie Kirk was, it's gonna upset some people because folks don't believe that you can believe this, but you also say this, and that ain't right, and you're leading people to damnation, and I'm just like, okay, that's getting old now. We gotta stop that. You said good. Thank you, Spencer. Drinks, reviews, and chugs. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I'm gonna have to check out some of those live streams you're doing. I'm just not getting notifications from anybody. I know I've been crazy, extremely busy, but that's still, it still doesn't explain. Well, maybe if I haven't hopped onto people's channel, because sometimes when you don't go to people's channels, YouTube does not suggest some things. So that has been a situation, but I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know why they're not suggesting some people, channels, or y'all know I just be watching my surroundings or going live, or when they go live, why don't I get the notifications? So that definitely has been something to think about. I'm gonna turn this around here. I want y'all to see where I'm walking. Happy to hear you're okay. I'm just fine. Thanks for asking. Okay, awesome, beautiful butterfly. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You said Jamal's been a huge supporter of mine. That's awesome. I'm glad to see him around again. That's so cool. I love that. Beautiful Bly said, beautiful butterfly. I forgot some words in there, beautiful butterfly. Said, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Hey, Bobby Hayward. Hey, Bobby Hayward, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I want to say good late afternoon or good late evening, but actually good morning to everyone because I'm in Fort Myers, Florida, and it is 12:58 a.m. So I don't know if you guys know or not, but just not even recently, but when I get off of work, I rush to the condo. I put on some more, let me just say, some comfortable clothes besides my scrubs or whatnot, and some good tennis shoes. Tonight I have on my Snoop Dogg Skechers. They are slip-ins. Well, not slip-ins. They're like, what did you call them? You just step in them. They're step-ins. They are super, super comfortable. And so, yeah, we're just walking. And what I've been doing is just trying to get some steps in and, you know, exercise my body, my mind, and my soul. Because walking for me just does all of that. And yeah, so I was like, what? It's a great time for me to go live. You know, I don't know if anybody's gonna hop in, but I know it's some people that's up late like myself. But some people probably just on the way out, and I appreciate you guys tapping in. If you guys catching the replay, please don't forget to double tap the screen, give me a thumbs up, please, 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 please. I appreciate you all so much. Be careful and watch your surroundings. Yeah, Tiffany, I will. Thank you so much. I always do. I'm always watching my surroundings. I can't help but not to. But I can tell you this much. I know police officers be watching me. I mean, there are so many officers that be out at this time of the morning. And wow, it's just crazy. I mean, I've seen like 7 police officers already. And by now they know that, oh, that's that dude that be walking and he be doing them TikToks or those YouTube videos. So they don't really bother me, but I must say I'm happy to have them around. Again, some people probably don't like the fact that I think like that. So that's why I said I resonate and I can agree with so many things that Charlie Kirk talked about. And y'all, we about to get in deep. We about to get in deep. I'm telling you, y'all, come on in as I walk. We're gonna walk and talk, okay? Now, when I was 478.8 pounds, I couldn't really do this because I'd be talking and I'd be like, but now it's like, whoo, all that, you know, I'm a big guy still. I'm a big guy still, but I'm down under 300 pounds and I feel good. So now I can walk and I can talk and I can really, like, I'm really walking. Like, I'm not being lethargic over here. I'm not sluggish. I got a pep in my step. But I want to talk about this. And again, let me just say this, because I don't put it on my channel unless I'm doing a StreamYard. But this might trigger some people. This might upset some people. That is never my intentions. My intentions are never to upset anyone, but I cannot control how you feel about what I speak about. This is my channel, and I like to say, if you're easily offended, if you're bothered by things and people's opinions, you might want to exit. Now, I'm not going to say stage left because, you know, apparently they're calling the crazy evil side the left. So wherever you got to go, just go. No disrespect. But before I do all that, I'll speak. I'll look at some of your comments. Again, thank you for being in here, Spencer. Drink Reviews and Chugs, Beautiful Butterfly, Bobby Hayward, Tiffany Harrell, Azian. Hey, how's it going? Azian, that's a really cool name. I had a classmate that was named Azian. I hope I'm saying your name right, but his name was Azian, and I know that's how he spelled it. View. Oh wow, it's the Condo Show. What's the Condo Show? Tiffany Harrell said, "Be careful and watch us." Okay, absolutely. Trump, self-deport. Well, I definitely am a Trump supporter. I voted for him twice. Daniel Easterling, good job, bro. Thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate you. The ghost of Judah Tribe, MLK Jr. was an awful person, Charlie Kirk. Okay, I'm gonna say this. So, cause I spoke about that earlier when I was at work. I have said this, and I've said this time and time again. At the end of the day, now, him saying that, because that has been quoted, and so apparently he has said it. I'm not going to shy away from things. I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat shit on this live. Will I never, ever sugarcoat anything on any live stream? Yes, he did say that. He actually also, and let me give you a little bit more. He actually also said that, in his opinion, he felt as if the civil rights movement, that was somewhat of a mistake. At the end of the day, it's his opinions. Okay? No matter how fucked up that might sound to you, to me, to anybody, it's his opinions. Now, I must say this in doing the research, because I've researched him, not just since he has passed, you guys. I have literally, like, I've been such an incredible supporter of him. Like, no joke. Like, really, to be honest, this is like dead ass serious. This is like right around President Trump was running, like far as like starting his whole campaign to become president. I've been following and really, to be honest, really looking up to, Charlie Kirk. Now, a lot of people being black, okay, are like, man, you're a sellout. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Those were his opinions. That was something that he felt with. Now, I must say, in the context of all this and speaking, like in how he spoke about it and in what really happened around that, I get an understanding. I really do get an understanding of why he say, because I definitely don't believe Martin Luther King Jr. was an awful person. I don't think Charlie Kirk was an awful person. You guys gotta understand. At the end of the day, like I said earlier at work, we all say fucked up shit. And some things we really can't come back from. But I'm sorry, like, no. He definitely, in my book, he definitely came back from that, because here's the deal. He states the fucking facts. So he's not gonna sugarcoat how he feels about things. A lot of people have like spoke down about a lot of different people. And so he can't speak down about what he feels. But I must say, when he talked about the civil rights, he's saying in a situation like, because even Morgan Freeman himself said, we need to stop talking about race. Now, I'm not going to stop talking about it. But he said, because we keep talking about it, we allow this racism to continue to exist. Well, if we just hush, it's still going to fucking exist. That's how I look at it. It's inevitable. But I feel like what Charlie Kirk was saying, in my opinion, how I interpreted it, okay, the awful part, hell no. I'm like, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., may he continue rest in peace, was not awful, okay? But did he make mistakes? Hell yeah. It is proof. It is proof that he also made mistakes. So I feel like that's really where Charlie Kirk was getting at. And then also with the civil rights movement, the Civil Rights Act, I felt as if he was saying how, okay, what has supposed to have brought people closer together and get a better understanding of different races, be it basically white and black and all other races also, is really, it divided us even more. And I must say, I'm sorry to say, but I can understand what he was saying in that sense. Now, do I agree with everything? No. No, but if you guys are gonna come in here and tell me that because he said that, and he said some other things, he was talking about Pelosi and all that stuff with the man breaking into the house and all that don't belong in jail and all that. He said a lot of different things that, again, I don't necessarily agree with. But if you're going to tell me 10 awful things that he said, and that's all that you got, and you're not going to take the facts, and you're not going to sit up here and be accountable, well, that's not fair. Now, I know life isn't fair, but at the end of the day, like, what I'm going to talk about now is how he mentioned there was a lady, I don't know, like I said, I need to do like a StreamYard and maybe bring up some of these videos. But there was a lady who obviously came to his debate. I like to say came to see him and have a debate, because I like to just think that he's having a conversation, and I love how there was a comment, and I read, he was like, okay, Charlie Kirk, may he rest in peace, but do you realize he gave the people that he disagreed with, or the people that disagreed with him, or maybe he disagreed with as well, he gave them the mic. He gave them the mic, and then the person was like, let that sink in. So I was really like, I let that sink in. I was like, damn, that is really interesting how this man, he's so horrible, right? He's such a bad person. He's influencing like devil and evil and all this, but he gave those people a chance to speak, a chance to be heard, that probably some of these people would probably never be heard. But he was such an awful person. Remind you, Christian, believer, believed in God, two children, young children, beautiful wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he said some horrible things, how does that equate to him being massacred, him being slaughtered, him being assassinated. Do you guys get what I'm getting at? Now he did. So the woman was saying how, okay, you have the American, American Lives Matter, and that's just wrong. And you're taking away from the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm gonna tell you this much right here. Now that's an actual movement, and it started to come about because all the black people being killed by the cops and whatnot, and all this stuff. Let me tell you, I'm so sorry. I'm a black American male, okay? And I've told friends this, I've told ex-friends this, I've told teachers this, I've told people this, I've told co-workers this, doctors, I've told everybody this. At the end of the day, black lives does matter, and all lives matter. I get the point where people saying, well, we know all lives matter, but this is happening to black people. But you guys, I'm gonna be honest, and this is when black people and some people get uncomfortable when I talk about this. Black people been killing black people since I can remember. Black people have been killing black people for a long, long time. And do you think that you think that white people are gonna respect the black people when the black people sitting up here slashing each other's throats, shooting each other, all the drug and all the crazy? Now, of course, it happens in other races, but I must say, you cannot lie with numbers. And that's the problem. You guys, we get upset, right? We get upset and we get bothered. I'm gonna cross the street. I'm looking both ways. Okay. I don't need a grown up because I'm grown. Okay. But we get bothered. I'm gonna show y'all the road as I talk and walk and all that good stuff. We get bothered by when people do that, right? When you feel like they're excluding the fact that you feel like they're excluding the fact that Black Lives Matter, right? I'm telling you, I understand that. I understand it completely. And some people do hate us black people, right? And some people hate all different kind of races. But when he wore that shirt, he said, no, I'm appropriately doing this. Yes, because all lives does matter. Black American, Spanish, and whatever the case may be. And the woman got so upset because he was saying, well, why is it? Why do you feel this way? Why do you feel like I shouldn't wear this? And why do you feel like I'm a racist in this? Because you don't understand. You don't understand. He was like, well, give me the facts. She couldn't give the facts. And the fact of the matter is, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about you all, but I understand that it is racism, and it does exist, and it is hard at times. Okay, meaning that it is hard. Say I'm in school, and I'm in school like when I was in college. I didn't have a car. Because I didn't have a cell phone till the second year in college. I didn't have a car till the end of my 2 years in college. Well, actually, I didn't have a car. Well, I had right 2 weeks before college ended for me when I went to community college first. I had got my first car with a Pontiac Sunfire. 1998 Pontiac Sunfire with a 4-door. So I ended up getting the car. But a lot of, say, my friends, I can say actual friends at the time, a lot of them were white. Remember, you guys, I played tennis. I played tennis in college as well. They had the cars. They had this. Now, the woman was trying to say, well, it's white people have more opportunities. They have more opportunities. And I've been such a believer of that. But when I was in school, like when I say I'm talking about grade school, and my mom and my dad said, boy, you make sure you get your lesson out, get your grades, have your grades, your education. Nobody can take this away from you. You got to work hard. You got to work hard. And my mom did have those conversations with me about being black and about how a lot of people did see us. But she did not fail to mention how a lot of us see us. Okay? How a lot of black people see black people. So it's not all. So we have to stop this mindset of, the white people are so much better. Asians are so much better. Mexicans are so much better. We're nothing. We're outnumbered. What are we talking about here? So what it is, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm telling you, I know it's gonna upset people, but accountability, yo, we have to be accountable. We sitting up here, yeah, we're upset, we're bothered, we're upset. But I made sure, let me tell you, I wanted to have an education just as well as all my siblings. And my mom and my dad pushed that for us. And I'm just gonna keep it real. When he brought it up, the fact that you have households that don't have a father, and it is proven, and it is proof that households that does not have a father in them, some of the children, and we're speaking about the black household, some of those children does get up. Some of them, do get up and they do basically bad things, or they're just not a productive member of society. Now, before somebody bite my damn head off or want to harm me, I'm not saying that all single mothers or even all single fathers that's raising kids, your kids are going to be up and just be horrible people. I'm not saying that. I've never once said that. That's why I say people have to start listening before they speak on things. What I'm saying is the facts don't lie. Okay? The fact of the matter is that when he mentioned that, when he even wore the shirt and he started to speak with the lady and he let her have her turn and she just couldn't get it through her head, the fact that, okay, all lives does matter. And this whole situation with Black Lives Matter, he's negating some things because he's like, wait a second. You're saying Black Lives Matter, but look at how much, and I've always said this. I've said this before, and I've said it before on my channel. You talk about the Black Lives Matter, but look how black people do black people. And it's the same with whites, it's the same with Mexicans, it's the same with all races and stuff. But look how we can do our own race. So at the end of the day, people are gonna respect you, but nobody is gonna really fully understand, in my opinion, that situation or that movement. Okay, like that's what he was getting at, but it's not. It takes for somebody to be super open. It takes for somebody to be super open-minded to really understand what he was saying, because it sounds so. Again, there are people in that crowd. He's a racist. He's a racist. He's like, no, I am not a racist. I'm somebody who is real, and I'm telling it like it is, and people simply don't want to hear. They're super offended. And I mean, seriously, people, let me tell you now, the truth will set you free, but the truth would also upset the fuck out of people. And so that's the truth. This is not me turning my back on my own people, but you can sit up here and shame people. I don't care. You can shame me. They murdered Charlie Kirk. You can do so much to me, but I'm telling you right now, with all my heart and all my might, I know for a fact that some of the black people in my life have done me have done so much dirt to me. So much dirt. Now, at the same time, some white people have been super, super supportive and super motivating. And even with my channel and stuff, like literally helping and trying to, uplift me and inspire me. But a lot of my black brothers and sisters have done the same thing. But I'm just saying, a lot of them have been against me as well. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to be able to agree to disagree. But when people come in and they want to quote these things, okay, that doesn't make me hate this man. I don't hate anybody. Let me tell you, I don't hate the assassinator. I don't hate the assassin. I don't hate him. You know why? I'm a believer of God, okay? And God has the final say in everything and stuff. We all have to answer to him, be it you believe him or not. We all have to answer to God. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying my best to refrain from even using that horrible, evil word. And I try my best to speak real. Now, sometimes it's probably real ugly and my delivery may be fucked up, but I don't hate nobody. And you can't make me hate someone who I know deep down. You can even, if you have an open mind about it, you would just know, well, damn, he wanted fucking peace. Of course, in my opinion, it's like he even knew. He's like, I'm not gonna get it. It's gonna get a lot worse. He even predicted his death. He predicted his death many times. That's not manifestation. It's the fact that, okay, that when you're doing it to that level, which I don't want to do it to that level. I don't want to tour around the country and sit in front of people. I mean, I'm sorry. It would have to be something where you got to have I mean, it would have to be state of the damn art, bulletproof glass, and I don't know, like inviting one person in to have a discussion and stuff. Because hell, I don't trust people. I don't trust people. Like I say, even Lord willing, I continue to grow with my channel and stuff, whatever. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, as Peach McIntyre say, I'm gonna become even more low key. And I'm telling you, it's a scary situation out here. The world we live in is beautiful, but the people in this world, some of these people are so evil, and they just do not care about harming people based off of their beliefs. And that's horrible. That's disgusting. And we have to start. I'm gonna look at the comments, and I know a lot of y'all probably pissed the fuck off because of what I'm saying. But we have to start taking accountability and stop with all these fucking facades. It's not okay. It's not okay. At the end of the day, we have to be accountable for everything. For everything. We have to. But some people, it's like you want to debate all the bad things, right? You want to look at, you don't look at things face value. Write down the pros and cons, and also come with the facts. Come with the facts. Like, how do you see that? Do you think that he was absolutely in the wrong on everything? Do you agree with some things? Can you honestly tell yourself, like, man, let me bring up some facts. Let me, because I love the fact. My mom even said it when I was growing up. And that's why I say, y'all never meet my mom. My mom passed when she was 51 years old. She died of ovarian cancer. But I'm telling you, the way she raised me, she said, boy, you got every opportunity to do just as well as anybody else. I don't care who they are. And my mama instilled that in me. And I'm telling you guys, I'm not trying to say because she instilled it in my sisters and myself that we're successful, we're this. But because God is first and foremost in all of our lives. He will always be first and foremost in our lives because that's how we were raised. But we put in the work. And my mom and my dad made sure that my mom and my dad made sure that we believed in ourselves enough to really pursue our dreams. And we had a lot of hiccups. We're still gonna have bumps along the way, but we're gonna keep going. We're not gonna give up. We won't be silenced. We know racism does exist. But at the end of the day, no, I must say, we're not out here screaming, just because a lot of people are doing it, the Black Lives Matter. Yes, it's an important movement, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, wait a second now. A lot of black people have done wrong to a lot of black people. And like I said, how people see us, like just saying out in everyday life, they see, oh, we're a threat, we're this, we're that, because I feel, in my opinion, we created that. Now somebody gonna say, oh my gosh, you're wrong, Terrence, because of slavery. Well, okay, at the end of the day, my ancestors have paved the way. But y'all, every white person you see, and let me just say this, it's not their fault. Even if they are some descendants of this or that, blah, 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 it's not entirely their fault. I'm not trying to make this out to be, oh my gosh, like completely impossible. He just talking out the side of his neck. But we got to stop this. If I walk past a white person right now and stuff, I'm gonna probably look at them crazy like they're gonna look at me crazy hell, because not really, because it's so damn late. It's so, like, it's early in the morning, right? Or you can say it's late, but I'm gonna mind my business and they should mind their business. I don't know what the hell they got going on. They don't know what the hell I got going on, but I'm not gonna sit up here and try and harm them. And I will hope they were not gonna try and harm me based off of the color of our skin. That, or what had maybe how some of their family members and stuff see us, because that's not all of them. So at the end of the day, I know it's a lot to talk about. And I know I'm walking and stuff, and I know some of y'all are like, oh Lord, he's huffing and puffing, he's all over the place. But that's something that I really want to touch on. That did not, and no one can sit up here and tell me that, yeah, because he said those things, that makes him a racist. Did he call, you know how many people come in here and calling me the N-word and saying derogatory things? He never said that, y'all. He never said that. And we have to sit up here, we have to be real with ourselves. It's the fact that he said something, he said something bad, right? And it was nasty regarding Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He said something bad, how okay, it bad in the sense of, like, in the sense of some people in their minds, because he's like, oh wait, he's saying that um um statistically, if you have if you, like, with black people, and you're being brought up with not a father or a father figure in that household, you're blah 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 more times to do this or commit crime or do this. And at the end of the day, it's fact. But again, I know we have mothers, I know we have single fathers, and I know maybe your kids, hell, your kids probably are way more successful than my ass. But I'm just saying, we're talking about numbers here, and the numbers don't lie. I don't know why people want to get offended at the statistics, because that's not a lie. It's not a lie. And it's okay. It's okay to be in a world where it's like, damn, we, hell, that's kind of fucked up, or this kind of fucked up. That's just what it is. But it's life. It's life. Okay, I'm gonna get to the comments. Like, I know y'all commenting, and I'm sorry. Um, um, Sean the Greatest said, where you at? I'm in Fort Myers. I'm walking. Daniel Eastman said, keep up the hard work. Thank you so much. Spencer said, hit the like, y'all. Thank y'all for liking. I appreciate it. The Ghost of Judah said, the great replacement theory is a reality. Charlie Kirk. George Floyd had it coming. Charlie Kirk. I see, y'all want to sit up here and you want to change the trajectory. At the end of the day, you're not going, like I keep saying, you're not going to make it seem as if the fact that he was murdered and assassinated in front of his children, in front of the world, let alone America, and in front of his wife, you're not going to make me think, because what y'all telling me, first of all, a lot of some of your quotes are off. Some of your quotes are off. I just got to put it out there. But what y'all telling me is the fact that because he said, let's go out on a whim. Now, I am a big supporter of President Trump, and I'm a huge supporter of Charlie Kirk. And I know some people are like, what the fuck? Is he serious? I'm dead ass serious. And why can't I be? But let's go out on a limb and let's just say, okay, all these Republicans, they're racist, or these people are racist, these people are racist. So that means that because people are racist, now people have to get killed. Now, does that mean that people are racist? People are supposed to be assassinated? Does that mean because people have certain beliefs that you don't agree with, that means they should be assassinated? Because they are saying things that you don't like and that you find despicable, they should be assassinated. And once they're assassinated, we are to rejoice and laugh at them. But you calling yourself a Christian as well. Like I said, we live in a world where it's inevitable to judge. You're not perfect, nor was Charlie Kirk, and he didn't fucking claim to be perfect. He was not the Messiah. He even said it. The man believed in God. So at the end of the day, you can't tell me that he was coming out and trying to be a God. No, he knows. You can't be God. God is God. We are of him, but we are not him. Y'all are trying to sit up here and flip this into something that is horrendous, and you're trying to justify you're trying to justify some of y'all. I want to be clear. Justify the fact that this man was assassinated, that he deserved it. That is just, to me, that's just it. To me, that's so sad. That's so sad. I mean, it really hurts my heart to think that is something that's really how people feel. Some people really feel that way, and that's just disheartening. It's just messed up in every kind of way. The 1964 Civil Rights Act was a huge mistake, Charlie Kirk. I've already went over that. Jesus is the way, the trust, and the life. Love you, brother. I love you as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Israel Alvarez said, hi, hello. Read my username out loud, though. You want me to talk about Hitler? Honestly, to be honest, like you're so fucking corny, yo. Hitler, if he was alive, he would have gave a fuck about you, and I don't give a fuck about your name. Okay, like don't come in. My deal is like y'all coming in, like be like, okay, literally, look at the ghost of Judah tribe. Be like that individual or whoever that is. Be like that's he or she coming with facts. Okay, and saying, okay, oh well, you want your voice heard. You're going live on YouTube. Well, I'm gonna hit you with some quotes. I'm gonna hit you with what he said, and I'm quoting him. I'm gonna hit you with what he said. Okay, okay, I respect that because at the end of the day, this is a two-way street now. It ain't just my way or the highway, and it was not just Charlie Kirk's way or the highway. He wanted facts. So you coming in with facts, but I'm giving you my facts. I'm giving you my opinions. I know you're giving me your opinions as well, but he wanted facts. Because why is it? Why do we keep saying, oh, it's so hard, it's so hard, it's so hard? We know that it is hard, but why do we sit up here and think, okay, the world is just gonna sit up here and give me this or give me that? We know it's not like that. At the end of the day, we have to take accountability. We have to stop. We have to stop being that. We have to stop playing the victim. We have to. Because I refuse to say that, okay, especially, I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say that I didn't think about those things. I know racism exists. I know that I looked at some cops and I know they can't stand me based off of my skin complexion. But you better fucking believe I'm still gonna sit up here. I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna continue to work hard. I'm gonna continue to be an amazing citizen of what I feel is an awesome nation. But at the end of the day, it's just like I said, it's just corrupted because some of the people in it. But you're not gonna make me believe something different. It's just not gonna happen. No matter how hard you try to fight it or what you're saying, it's not going to make me feel something different because I know deep down, I know that this man, everything he spoke in, he believed in. And I cannot fault somebody for speaking what they believe in. And I'm damn sure not trying to harm somebody because what they're speaking about. Now, again, I didn't agree with everything. I did not agree with everything, but nobody's going to agree with everything that I do. Nobody's going to agree. Hey, Cherry, we talk. That's a really awesome individual. If y'all don't know, like, she's just super, super supportive. There's a lot of people on here super supportive. But I know Sheila Smith comes in sometimes. She's super supportive of my channel. They do not agree with everything that I fucking say. They don't, and they're not supposed to. So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to hate Charlie Kirk? Do you want me to stop talking about his voice will not be silenced? His voice will not be silenced. And do you want me to sit up here and say that he was a racist? What good is that going to do any of that? He was not a racist, you guys. He was not a racist. I'm not trying to say, oh, because he had a lot of black friends and within politics, he had this, he had that, but he was not a racist. He wasn't. People want to believe that based off of, yes, what some things he said. And then some people feel like, oh, it'll be easier. It'll just be easier if he was, and we can just say that. So now this makes sense. It makes his death a little bit more easy to deal with. You guys, like I said, I find all that disgusting. I find all of that disgusting. If you feel that way, I think that's really disgusting. I do not condone violence. I do not think that, again, because of what you believe in and what you say, even if some of the things are so like so terrible. Okay, because so many people say, y'all, I've seen people in here already. I hate, even earlier at work. I hate this, I hate this. Well, hate is evil. So like I said, what somebody should just somebody should harm you, harm your loved ones? Hell no. That's fucked up. It's freedom of speech. At the end of the day, if you don't like it, I don't know, maybe go to another fucking country? What the hell, people? This is craziness. Daddy Psycho, thank you so much for that 25. I appreciate that. Daddy Psycho 96 says a lot of hate in here. You don't deserve that. And Charlie didn't either. I don't understand why people fight facts and be racist while calling people like Charlie racist. It's sad. Keep being an amazing person. Thank you so much, Daddy Psycho 96. I appreciate that. God bless you. Seriously, I completely understand what you're saying. I completely get it. Um, it's sad. I must say it is a lot of hate in here. I'm gonna show myself. It's a lot of hate in here. It is, and it was a lot of hate earlier at work. There are people that's coming in and attacking, not just now because of okay. Now they know. I know people are stumbling upon my channel, but now they know who I am. And some of the people who knew who I was and supported me don't longer support me because, man, and this is before Charlie Kirk. This is when I talked a lot about President Trump. And it's like, you support him, you're this, you're that, you're terrible. You know what? I don't understand. Why do I have to be so fucking terrible? When you as a black person, I'm calling out some black people, when you as a black person, you sat up here and you basically sold your damn kids out. You did. You sold your kids out because you wanted more money on your tax refund. Well, my ass, I pay tax, a lot of tax. And at the end of the day, I don't mean to sit up here. I'm not going to get on your fucking level, but I don't mean to sit up here and be horrible. But y'all know, like I said, I'm a cursed Christian, but I state the facts. How fucked up? That's fucked up. That's wrong. That's evil in itself. So now it's like, okay, your child gets up because I'm not gonna lie. You know, like I said, at the end of the day, there's been things in my family that I'm not proud to, I'm not proud about and stuff, whatever. And things that even my mom was kind of tricked into doing. Things that happened to me. Like I've been through a whole lot just within my family alone. Do you guys not? I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been through a lot. Do you not realize, like, at the end of the day, we cannot allow those things to make us become bitter and make us become hateful and evil, because evil is just going to continue to fester. We have to be the difference. If you keep, like, at the end of the day, if you keep saying how certain people are racist, you're saying how so fucked up this is and how messed up this is, well, try your best to make a difference and be that difference. You guys coming in because you talking about how, say, okay, now I'm stupid. I'm every name but a child of God. But you want to sit up and get your point across, but you're being so disrespectful. You're being impossible. How is that? How are you going to get your point across? I'm just going to look at you. I'm going to be like, okay, you're a troll. Same as Charlie Kirk did. Same as President Trump does to this day. You got to come with facts. We're in a world where I'm just saying, I'm in a world, let me just speak for Terrence, that I appreciate the facts. And at the end of the day, this shit hits hard. It hits home. Because I ain't going to lie, I'm like, damn, I'm black and this and this and that. But, yo, he's right about this. He's right about that. He's wrong about this, but he's right about that. When you put it on paper, the pros and the cons, the pros outweigh the cons at the end of the day. Well, why am I successful? Why am I successful? Why am I a black male in America? I'm 38 years old. Why am I successful? Can somebody, I don't know. Oh, am I rare? Well, I have cousins who are more successful than I am. I have classmates who are millionaires. I'll be a millionaire myself. I'm gonna claim it. I have classmates who are millionaires. These are black people. Why are they successful? Why are they successful? And I'm gonna say this: even the real estate agent who is like super fucking rich. I graduated with her. Her father wasn't around. So therefore, I'm gonna say this: at the end of the day, when Charlie Kirk was speaking with that young lady, that white lady, he made it very clear. He came with the statistics, right? He came with the numbers. But did he say all black people? Did he say all whites? Did he say all this? Did he say all this? That man, may he continue to rest in peace. I'm telling you, I love the way that he handled a lot of people that just, I couldn't handle the shit. I ain't lying. YouTube is one thing, but hell, to be live and when I say live, I'm talking about they can reach out and touch you and shit. Like, I just can't handle that because, again, he did have the patience of a saint. I don't have that much patience. I got patience, but I ain't got that much. At the end of the day, this man came with numbers, and people do not like that. They don't like the fact that he at the end of the day, he debated people, and he gave them the opportunity to debate him back and to state the facts, but people just couldn't come up with the facts. And the fact of the matter is, this man was right about a lot of shit, and that shit is like alarming. It wakes you up. It wakes you up. But I thank God I was already woke. I was already hip to this. Did you know how much, and I'm gonna be honest, we talk about how even YouTube, oh, YouTube is funny. YouTube plays because the white people on YouTube are more successful. They're rich. They're richer than the black people. But look how the black people do black people. Look how the white people do the white people. It's statistics. I've done my research. I'm going to do a video about this. There are so many YouTube channels. I mean, there's a plethora of channels on YouTube, right? Monetized channels, with the partnership program. Why are most whites, even some of the Asians, why are they more successful than some of the blacks here on YouTube? They actually support each other's channels, you guys. I'm telling you right now, we know this to be true, but people don't want to sit up here. You don't want to sit up here and call this out, because when you call this out, oh shit, I'm in the forefront. Now I'm in trouble. I'm not taking accountability. It may sound messed up, but this is what it is. We gotta stop doing this. It doesn't make YouTube racist. Hell, YouTube saying, well, shit, well, their kind is really, they're out here doing all this. Their kind, be it the white people, Caucasian, however you want to look at it. Well, they're all supporting each other. They're making YouTube more money. So at the end of the day, they're going to sit up here. You think they're not going to push out their content more than maybe the black people who's putting people down? You see all the damn drama channels, all the channels that want to sit up here and, be bashful and vindictive and just nasty, doxing people. Yes, it happens on all platforms, right? It can happen with all races, but it's a lot more of the black. And I'm just going to be honest. We see it in social media. I mean, I'm sorry, not social media. We see it in reality TV. We see it. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, are we gonna really call it out, and are we able to take the feedback from that, be it negative, be it positive? Are we able to really, do some, I guess I should say for myself, like, damn, I gotta do some soul searching. I gotta really look, and I gotta go back to the drawing board. Like, what is this about? I'm telling you guys, at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's what it is. But we're quick to say, oh man, YouTube is this. Even I said it. But then when I really take a step back, I'm like, okay, that's what's going on. We're not supporting each other enough. And then when I come up on here and I talk about these things, this is not for a fucking viral moment. I don't need to go fucking viral when I'm a fucking verified channel, all fucking ready, with over 200,000 subscribers. I have paved my fucking way. Do this goddamn application. I don't even sit up here and really do too much with TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and all that and stuff. And I still have supporters on those platforms. But I go hard on this app. And I go in and I'm telling you, I'm very passionate about what I talk about. And I'm telling you guys, at the end of the day, I know for a fact I give back way more money than I ever received on YouTube. Every single month. And it's not about the money in its entirety. Yes, that's a blessing to get paid, to get money from this. But this is real. I want to make sure that the voice of Charlie Kirk will never be silenced. I want to make sure that I speak up for what's right. And I have every right to. If we stop speaking, you guys, it won't be freedom of speech. It will not be freedom of speech. We got to speak up. I am so sorry. Let me go down. Somebody else sent a super chat and I did not see it. It's so many comments. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm gonna find this. I'm sorry. Charlie only had his faith and his love, no race. Thank you so much, Shane. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me heart that, like that. Thanks again, Daddy Psycho 96. I did read yours. Okay. The GR. Oh my gosh. The GRL enemy freak. Freedom of speech does not equal freedom of consequence. When you're hired, you become a representative. When you're hired, you become a representative of them. To those complaining about firing, if they feel you make them look bad, they can fire you. Okay, I agree. I'm in the state of Florida, and I know for a fact the state of Florida is an at-will state, so they can just fire my ass at any given time. I wouldn't give a rat's ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, I must say, when I was in Iowa, I know for a fact I was fired because of racism. I know I was. At the end of the day, I'm just keeping it real. That's what it was. Even my recruiter, who was white, told me. She said when that woman called them and told the company, the manager actually told the company, well, Terrence is he's such a great employee. But I just feel like he ended up like, and they terminated my contract 4 weeks before. So I was there for like 17 weeks, and it was like supposed to be 21 weeks. Yeah, so 17, and they end up ending it with like the last 4 because they said, yeah, he ended up like, not fitting in. We just felt like he really didn't want to be here. And it just kind of made what did she say? I want to say entirely, it made people uncomfortable. I made people uncomfortable. Literally Friday, I'm going into work Friday, and I'm finding out I'm going into work Friday, I'm finding out Friday around 4 o'clock that I'm terminated. But I stayed the whole day, did all the cases, laughed and joked with all of them and stuff, whatever. Now, I didn't laugh at some of the jokes, and those people, when I say those people at that fucking hospital, okay, they just happen to be fucking all white, but they would walk in, and I say good morning. They'll say good morning. They'll say, well, how you doing? I said, I'm doing fine. I'm blessed. And then they'll say, okay, great. They'll see me 2 minutes later. One of the guys see me in the locker room. Hey, Terrence, how you doing? And I'm gonna ignore your ass. I just spoke to you, sir. I'm not finna keep speaking to y'all damn people. So anyway, that's really what they did. At the end of the day, be that as it may, I didn't care to say anything. The company, my recruiter was like, if you don't fucking do something, if you don't say something, you better write this letter. We're going to make sure we back you up because this is not okay. So honestly, I wrote a letter. I said all the things that happened to me. I wrote the letter. Sure enough, they fucking paid me. I didn't want the money. I fucking went to the casino with it. They paid me for 4 weeks. I didn't even have to work those 4 weeks. And they paid me every fucking penny that I would have, if I worked, I would have made. And the company took them away. Literally when I say took them away from being able to contract through their company, the company would not, they took them off their roster. Like they are no longer that facility. And it was in Onawa. Oh Lord, I don't want to lie. I can't even remember what part of Iowa was I in. Because I don't think it was Onawa. It was Carroll, not Onawa. God forgive me. Not Onawa was like all white. It was country too. I call it the Boondocks, but them were some of the nicest people there. And then when I went to Iowa City is a melting pot. Iowa City is a melting pot. It's like huge there in Iowa City, Iowa, and you have the college and all that stuff, and it was just amazing. But like I said, Carroll, Iowa, yes, it was not everybody, but it was a lot of people there that literally just showed their true colors. But at the end of the day, I get what you're saying. When you are hired, you are a representative. You do represent that company. You do represent within politics, within whatever. At the end of the day, you can represent all day long. Nobody should fucking kill nobody. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. I want to make sure my voice is heard. If I don't say nothing else, I want to make sure you hear that nobody should be getting killed because of what they say. Now, if it's something like now Charlie Kirk said these things, I say some things. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said some things. Malcolm X said some things. You guys have said some things. You guys probably have said, some good things, some bad things. At the end of the day, none of us should have gone through anything negative. And definitely Martin Luther King Jr. should have never been assassinated, as well as Charlie Kirk. Honestly, at the end of the day, even what you guys come in here, some of y'all come in here, y'all quoting, y'all saying things, it does not make it okay for the man to have been assassinated in front of his family. Even if he didn't have a family, it does not make it okay. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to sit up here and sound weird, but I'm really saying this from the heart. He should never have been murdered. The man was killed. It's not okay. He believes in what he believed in, and I don't care how fucked up it might sound. You don't do that. You don't do that. You guys, I know I'm missing a lot of y'all comments. Oh, it's so much. So where would he be without the civil? So where would we be without the Civil Rights Act? Craig Spencer, listen. Do you think that I'm saying that do you think that I'm agreeing with what Charlie Kirk said when he mentioned about the Civil Rights Act movement? Do you think that I'm agreeing with him? I told you. I said I disagree with that. I disagree with that, but I can understand certain things, certain points I do understand. You cannot tell me that I cannot do this. You cannot tell me, well, no, you can't say that you disagree with it and you understand certain things because that means you agree with it. No, I'm telling you that I understand certain things surrounding that. At the end of the day, I mean, even Morgan Freeman said it. Even what I'm doing right now, I know for a fact, yes, I'm allowing it to fester because I'm bringing it up because I know it exists. Racism does exist, and Morgan Freeman said it. He said it himself. He was like, "Stop talking about it." Simple as day. Stop talking about it. But I don't feel like that is as simple as day. But at the end of the day, maybe you guys disagree with me. Maybe you disagree with the fact that I'm saying that. Maybe somebody agrees with me, and that's okay. No matter what, the indifference or whatever the case may be, I should be able to say whatever the hell I want to say. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. And when I feel like when you do speak the truth, these are the things that happen. You do get fired. You probably will get physically harmed or attacked, or even worse, somebody might actually kill you. And that's horrible. That's so sad. That's sad that we are in the times where people cannot accept the fact of the matter that, okay, I'm a human just like you. I have beliefs in this and you have beliefs in what you believe in, but I'm not trying to physically harm you. All that man did, and I'm telling you just like this, and I know some people just will never understand because they're focused on the things that he said. All the things that they felt like was fucked up, they're focusing on. But you're not focusing on the facts. Let me just tell you this. You know, even if a lot of those things were facts, you're not focusing on all the facts. That's the proof. That's the proof right there. A lot of people want to sit up here and put out the bad things about people, right? If they're alive, if they're dead, whatever the case may be. They want to put out the bad things because they want people to see their image as something bad, as something horrible. But you don't put out all the positive things. You don't put out all the things that he did and other things that he said because, oh no, we want to make sure that his image, the character, always looks bad. Like this man was a racist. He was terrible. And why are you defending him? It's despicable. I mean, it really is. It really is. And I gotta say this. I don't care if you don't accept the fact of how I feel. It's okay. You have every right to. Look, I don't hate your ass. I'm not gonna hate you because you don't accept me. I'm not. Hunter King 33, thank you so much for the $4.99. You said all these people making frivolous statements and ridiculous. I'm glad you're standing firm on your beliefs, brother. Thank you so much. You know what? I owe that first and foremost to God. And secondly, I'm not going to lie, to my mom. Now, I love my dad. My dad's alive and well in Mississippi. And Lord willing, he's going to be 71 September 25th. His birthday's coming up soon. And, you know, like I said, my mom passed on, but my mama raised me this way. She raised me this way. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to let nobody knock me up off of my mindset. That's a terrible fucking thing. That's a terrible fucking thing because people do that. I'm telling you, folks try to manipulate everything. They try to force you to believe this. They want to make you look like a damn fool. You think I'm going to sit up here and say that, okay, oh, I agree with everything or I disagree with this. Or I'm being honest in what I'm talking about. I'm being honest. I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking truth. And I'm telling you, at the end of the day, everybody is going to believe what they want to believe. But I'm stating, so many people have said this too, and I thank God that even Martina Navratilova, she spoke up about how Charlie Kirk was wrong for this, he was wrong for this, but she never ever was like, in a sense, not in a sense, I mean, she literally did. She said it. She was like, I don't condone the violence. Of course, no one should be killed based off of their beliefs. You guys, look at what we are, let me just say this. Look at what some of us are having to defend, right? The fact that people are laughing like they're making this is a joke. The fact that somebody lost their lives in that manner. This is horrible. This is horrible. And I will not stop talking about that. I will not stop talking about that. Yes, absolutely. Onliners. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for saying that. Thank you all for coming in here. I mean, trolls and all. To be honest, I understand. I know people are pissed off at me. Um, let me. I'm so sorry. Let me look at the. Hey, Chill Recruit, thank you so much for the 199. Thank you, Chill Recruit. I appreciate that. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. Hey, Nunu. Thank you for coming in. Nunu's a channel member. Thank you so much, Nunu. God bless you. I know, like, I've really pissed off people, and I knew that that would probably happen, but that was never my intentions. But I'm not going to sit up here and be silent about what I believe in. I will never be silenced about what I believe in. Charlie Kirk, you start arguing with young people who didn't have their thoughts together. I felt like this. I felt like they did have their thoughts together. They just thought that they could win a debate because they were going to bring just their emotions and their feelings. And I'm gonna be honest. I've said this. I mean, I ain't even quoting nobody but Terrence on this one. Your feelings don't fucking mean shit. Okay? At the end of the day, they don't. And I know people are like, what the fuck? I'm saying the facts. The fact of the matter. What's the facts? What's the fact? What's the facts here? The fact is how fucked up you freedom of speech, and you're being assassinated because you are speaking what you feel is your truth, and people can't handle that. And the confirmation is they couldn't handle it. So let us hate you to the point where somebody just kills you. That's the confirmation that, okay, this person obviously had an impact in someone's life. Now, let me just say this, be it good or bad or indifferent, but you shouldn't think for one moment that this is okay. It's unacceptable. Okay, it's unacceptable. Shane, I've got to say it's very different here in Australia. There definitely racism, but it doesn't seem as extreme as how it comes across over in the USA. Somebody else said that too. Um, like, I don't know. I love the country, but I'm so saddened by what's happening in our country right now. America is like first world country, and we're doing some really fucked up shit. I'm just saying. I mean, the fact of the matter is somebody is assassinated in front of their children, in front of their loved ones, in front of their wife, and people are rejoicing about this because he said some things that you didn't fucking like. Well, what the fuck, people? The GRL anime freak, thank you for the $10. That was in reference to the people complaining about getting fired for bad comments about Charlie Kirk. Oh, sub, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry if I look, I promise you, I was not taking that like a wrong way or whatever, but thank you you didn't have to send another super chat, but thank you so much. But thank you for explaining that. You said, sub, by the way, you spit facts and I love it. God bless you. No one should die for words. Absolutely not. And this is the deal, like, it sounds so cliche, but you know how we say, six or so may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Like, honestly, people are saying that because of Charlie Kirk's words, okay, that got him killed. The words should have never, the words should have never been to the point where somebody feels like they have to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. you know, if I can see, like I said, I was talking to my sisters. I was like, well, I can see if you know, if he's out here and okay, instead of throwing those hats and throwing things, okay, well, he has a gun and he's trying to shoot somebody. That's never the fucking case. Like, honestly, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. Like I said, I must say, now knowing that the Secret Service and people within the government and stuff, and other like politicians and whatnot, and we see it in the medical field, laughing at the fact of his demise and how it happened. You see how messed up people really are. You see how messed up. This is devastation. But I don't think that people can understand, because let me just say this. I want to be clear when I speak. I don't think that some people can understand, because of the fact of the matter is he said things that were so unbelievably like, oh my gosh, I can't, like, this is disrespectful. This is horrendous. This is horrible. But why continue to listen to people like that? I speak about Peach McIntyre quite often. Y'all know I love that woman so much. That woman is amazing, amazing, everything in my book. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like she can't do any wrong. From my perspective, I just love her. I love how true and how real she is. But do you know she is so, she gets so much like, negativity, through social media because of her beliefs and how she feels about and how she speaks on things and how she sees the world and even how she speaks on family and stuff. But that's her truth. And I must say this, the story has never changed. Charlie Kirk's stories never change. And I'm going to tell you fucking right now, my story is never going to change. I'm not going to play this wishy-washy shit because people say, well, you're black, so you need to be angry. Let me tell you this fucking much. I was in St. Louis, Missouri. And y'all know there was a time of the Michael Brown. And I want to say that was in Ferguson because I was in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm not kidding. I can smell the fucking tear gas. I can smell the tear gas. I barely watched the news, and I remember I was in a let me not lie, I was in a Snooks. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm country as fuck, y'all. I was in a Snooks, which is a grocery store that's in St. Louis, Missouri. And I was in that store, and a black lady was talking about what was happening and stuff. I didn't know nothing about it. And I had to tell her, like, and my mom was alive at this time, and I had to tell her, how I felt about this. The woman in the store, but she was like, so she comes in, she says, young man, can you believe what happened? And they just shot that boy. Cole, those white, and she said other words and stuff, like obviously, slurs towards the white people. They shot him. I said, ma'am, shot who? What are you talking about? I should have never even engaged with her. Yeah, they shot him and that wasn't right. And I said, well, ma'am, okay. And because I'm trying to just get in, I'm trying to get out and, not cause any ruckus and stuff. I'm tired. I'm getting off work. I'm just tired. And she was like, you seem like you ain't even phased. You ain't bothered. It could be you. I said, ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. She got so upset. She followed me to my car. She started cursing at me, an older lady. And I had to tell her, I said, ma'am, I don't fucking know what you're talking about, but whatever you're talking about, it has you this upset. If you're gonna, and I told her, I said, if you're gonna attack me like this, like, why would I want to listen to you? Think about that now. At the end of the day, I know some people gonna get upset. They're gonna get upset again with me. Like, there were fucking riots and all of this. You guys, we have to peacefully protest. Why? I know people, look, I'm angry about some things and I get it, but I realize, and that's what my mom and dad, that's how they raised me. What I'm trying to convey to you guys, it's a time and place for everything. And yes, when you have been wronged, and we know some of us, I don't care, all different races have been wronged. A lot of us have gone through a lot of different things, but we can't fight fire with fire. We can't. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to sound like the Messiah or a preacher or whatever, but it's going to continue to fester. It's still going to be a big problem. All of it's going to be problematic. We have to be able to just say, you know what, this is fucked up. Let's fight this. Let's fight this in court. Let's start a petition. Let's peacefully protest. And I think that's the issue that some of us have. I'm just keeping it real. Like I said, I don't know all the answers. I can't give you all solutions, but I must say the way that that woman came to me, she followed me to my car. She started cursing at me because I didn't know about what was happening with Michael, about Mike Brown. That is so disturbing. So it's like she got so upset, and I didn't carry back then, but she got so upset. It looked like to me like hell, she could have killed my ass. Now, what fucking sense does that make? These are the things that I'm saying. I feel like we're so caught up with things that we're not really thinking about how we feel about things, right? We're not thinking before we speak. And we speak, and honestly, you guys see, I'm gonna turn around here. I'm pretty much downtown. I walked so far. We speak. I don't know where I'm at far as battery. Okay, I'm at 70. That's awesome. So we speak about. Let me just speak. I gotta speak about myself and stuff. I speak about things in a passionate way. But if I start to just go ape shit crazy, a lot of you guys are not gonna listen to me. I really won't be heard. I won't be. You're not gonna pay attention. You're not gonna pay mind to me. And that's why I said I learned that. I learned that also. Yes, I learned so much growing up, from my mom and my dad. But I'm just saying in my adult life, with really looking at some of the people, I'm not gonna lie, far as like, from their political, point of view, I have learned a lot. And I've kept an open mind. And I think it's important for you to keep an open mind. I've kept an open mind about this. And I'm like, man, this is fact. This is the fact. This is the fact. Wow, it shocked me, but it's real. And I just, that's why I said I agree with most of the things that Charlie Kirk spoke about. I definitely agree with. I can tell you that, yes, I disagree with some things and stuff just as well as a lot of people probably disagree with what I'm saying. But I can tell you this much. I feel like what we should all agree on, but people just don't, is the fact that it's wrong to be taken away, taken out this world because of what you believed in, what you said. He did it peacefully. Now, yes, it was stern at times when he was being called a racist and stuff, and people was like heckling and calling him a racist. He did say, come to the mic and call me that to my face and tell me this and tell me that. I love that. He stood his ground. How many people they cowered away? He stood his ground. He was ready. And that's the deal. I feel like some people are just like, they think they're ready to talk. They think that they're, they like, as far as their emotions, because I know people have called me all kind of names. And I'm not ignoring these comments, by the way. I see the comments. Yes, they go fast, but I do see them. And I know a lot of people are calling me all kind of names as they did earlier. And you know what? That's your God-given right. I'm going to pray for you. I'm not going to sit up here and be moved by what you're saying. And I'm not going to sit up here and become ignorant by what you're saying. I know for a fact it's all the distraction. You trying to distract me you're trying to distract me from what I really believe and what I'm trying to convey, and it will not happen. If I end this right now, you gonna know. Well, damn, it's a Terrence kind of thing. This guy, he basically is saying that it's fucked up that they killed him, and they should have never killed him, and that he support that man and stuff, and it's not okay for them to have killed him. And let me just say this: even before the assassination, all of the nastiness that was going on was horrible. It was horrible. And to keep talking about somebody in a sense of, okay, being racist, being this, and just because of how you feel about it, okay, what made him a racist? For black people in here, have you called somebody white awful? Have you ever done that? Have you ever called somebody white awful? And then for the white people, have you ever called somebody black awful? For the Asians, I can hit every damn ethnicity. Have you called somebody awful before? And do you think do you think that you would want people to call you a racist? Do you think that would equal racism? Come on now. At the end of the day, we have to make sense of certain things, and I just have to say, I don't think that would make somebody a racism. I'm sorry, I don't think that would make somebody a racist. That's not racism, is what I'm trying to say. That would not make somebody a racist. That makes somebody real. He believed what he believed in. And you know what? I can't knock him for that. I cannot. I cannot. At the end of the day, I cannot. Facts is facts. And at the end of the day, it's not okay for those things to have happened. And when I say those things meaning Martin Luther King Jr., okay? Meaning Charlie Kirk. It's not okay. Like at the end of the day, violence is just, it's been around for fucking ever. And I'm like I said, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. And again, it's not the fucking guns. It's not the guns. It's the people with the guns. It's America's not horrible. It's the people it's some of the people here within this fucking country that's making it look horrible. And again, it's people that can't agree. They can't agree with the fact that, okay, you know what? Some things are just gonna be fucked up and you can't really do anything about it. And so you shouldn't be able to do anything about it. Okay, the fact that I'm talking to stuff, you don't realize that that's not okay. That's not gonna silence anything. Look, a lot of other content creators, a lot of people, you have so many people, you got ESPN talking about this day in, day out. And ESPN is not CNN. I want y'all to know that. ESPN is a sports world, and they're talking about this. And they're saying how fucked up it is. Because at the end of the day, that's the person. This is inhumane. This is not okay. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Not okay. I don't see why can't everybody see that? But then again, it's like, okay, well, Terrence, you already know everybody's not going to see things the way that you see it. And I have to accept that. But I can tell you this much. I don't want to harm anybody in here. I'm going to pray for y'all. I'm going to pray for people. And you can believe what you want to believe, but I'm seriously going to do that. I prayed before I did this live because I said I know it's going to be, and I said it. I'm not like, oh my gosh, oh, come on in here, trolls. I know for a fact it's going to be people who just hate me, the fact of how I believe, in the fact of what I believe, and who said these things, and how accepting I am of these things. Because it was said, because some people are saying it's being said by a racist. That man was not a fucking racist, and I'm gonna stand on that. He was fucking real. He was a realist. Because I said to myself, I was like, why am I successful? And I'm a black man. Why do I know a lot of other black successful people, women and men? And like I said, I made sure to say that, okay, like I said, the person, she's a, very rich as, real estate, investor and this and just age. I mean, the woman has so many businesses. She didn't have her father growing up. She did not. So already, like, I would say I debunked some of the things, but that's what I was very careful in saying that, because he did not say all households. He was going by the statistics, the freaking numbers, and the numbers, nothing said 100%. So if it was 100%, that's when I'd be like, oh no, this ain't true. This ain't true. But the things that he was saying, it was true. You can do your own research. And let me tell you, I really would hope that you look into it from different search engines, and even go to people. How many people don't go to these, a lot of people don't go to church, but people don't go to seminars. They don't go to these lecture groups. They don't go to like the town hall meetings and things and stuff, whatever. Get your own perspective. You can tally up things in your own way. It's going to take time, but you can do your own research just like that. It ain't just all about Googling this and this and that, because you got to be careful. You know how many times Google has said in regards to Charlie Kirk, they're saying, oh, well, this is off record. but he allegedly it was like in a smaller group of reporters and people, and he said this and he said that. Well, isn't that he said, she said? What the fuck, people? And then maybe he did say some things. We see it all on social media. We see it all in the damn fucking news. Maybe he did say some things, but now, okay, he's dead, so he can't speak for himself. But here's the deal. He probably said some things, but it wasn't in that context. You get what I'm saying? You know how, like, you can look at some stuff, like, I don't know, like with the housewives or whatever the case may be, and they like to flip it and twist it and make it juicy and full of drama, because again, the drama does sell. Me, I want to make sure that I'm coming. Yes, I speak with passion. Yes, I'm speaking from the heart, but I want to make sure people know that this is really what I believe in. This is really what I believe in, and I've been saying this since I can remember. I didn't blurt out about being supporting Trump and stuff just for views or likes or this. You know how many fucking people turn their backs on me? I'm talking about in real life, in real fucking life. So at the end of the day, like, no, this isn't a joke. This is not a joke. This is not a game for me. This is real life. So it's just it breaks my heart, and I don't care. Some people say, okay, man, you so silly, you so stupid, you're dumb for that and stuff. No, it's sad. It's sad, because I think about those children. You know, I don't have children on my own yet. Like my ex-girlfriend, some time back, she did have a miscarriage, and that would have been my first child. But gosh, that makes me sad though. But at the end of the day, I have nieces and nephews, and some of them are, you know, his children ages and stuff. And I just can't imagine, you know, them being there and witnessing something so horrific. It's devastating. And you got some people just laughing about this and trying to, and what people do in these live streams. I've been in other live streams. I've been up on the panels in some of the other lives and stuff. And I've been on the podcast. And people say this right here. They say they like to quote all the bad things, right? What they think is so bad, what they think is like unacceptable, and wow, he should have been, he deserved what he deserved it. A lot of people don't say it, but see, I feel like by them saying it, that's what they're trying to convey. It's like, let me tell you something let me tell you this without actually telling you this. You get what I'm saying? I think that's what some people are doing. And it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I really wish that was not the case, it was not the situation. But again, I will not be silenced. I'm gonna make sure that his legacy continues. And I will speak the truth. I will speak up. And I'm telling you, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this as a title. Charlie Kirk was not a racist. He was not a racist. I'm so tired of people getting this shit confused. Like, I'm not rude, I'm real. People love to mix it up because they're sensitive and their feelings get involved. So, and I'm not trying to say that, okay, like I said, your feelings here, it ain't shit. I'm gonna be honest, I said it. But I'm not just trying to say you can't feel a certain way, but you gotta know how to separate that. You gotta know how to separate that. And some people just can't. Some people just can't let it go. They don't understand the fact of how was he so open about his beliefs and what he believed in? And then he spoke about these things. He came with facts because it's real. It's the truth. Now, again, he had his opinions about certain things, but when the facts hit, you can't deny that. You can't deny no facts. When the facts hit, you can't deny that. That's how I look at it. Collier Albert, I'm not a nurse. I'm a certified first assist. I'm a certified surgical technologist, and I'm a certified sterile processing technologist. I have a degree in I have a bachelor's degree in kinesiology, and I have a bachelor's in health administration, and I have my associate's applied science of surgical technology, and I have a certificate in first assist. So that's what I am. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a surgeon. I do work with nurses often in the OR, and I definitely work alongside surgeons. So, for instance, today we had removed. When I say today, I mean I should say yesterday. We removed the tumor from a woman's brain. She had brain cancer. We removed the tumor, and so we did a crani. We did a craniotomy with navigation. And the navigation, it pinpoints where the tumor is located inside the woman's brain. And so, yeah, I help assist the surgeon in that, and very successful surgery. So, yeah, I did that. I did a breast reconstruction case, and then I finished my night, finished with a couple of orthopedic surgeries, and I assist all those doctors. So yeah, so I love what I do. I love helping. I love supporting others, and even more important than that, I love saving lives. I love it. I don't, and I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I can't deny the fact that death is inevitable. But I'm someone who got involved in this field to save lives. Yes, to prolong them, to save them. And so somebody being taken away way before their time, because of what they said. I mean, this is why it's just so terrible. No matter what they said, no matter if I agree with it or disagree with it, I'm not gonna. Like I said, I operated on a freaking prisoner who murdered his mom. Operated on him. You think I'm not gonna give this man the same care as I would somebody who, like myself, who treasured their mom, who thought their mom was just everything? I'm gonna give them the same care, the same opportunities as they deserve. I cannot be God, the judge, the jury. It's not okay. And if you feel like you're that way, like honestly, that is so not all right. It's just not okay. You cannot, I'm telling you what you can and cannot do. Yes, you better believe it. It's a Terrence kind of thing. It's saying you cannot feel that way. Now I know that that's not right for me to do that. You should not feel that way. Come on, what are we doing here? We have to set those feelings aside, and we have to do what is asked of us, and we have to do what we know is right. Even when someone has done wrong to someone. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking crazy. Maybe I'm crazy how I feel. But you know what? I'm going to be fucking crazy. I'm going to be crazy all day. All day. Because I'm not going to change my mindset about this. That man did not deserve that. I know, and I thank God that there are people in here that are super supportive. And I appreciate y'all, because it's because of people like you is how I'm able to continue to do this. Because I'm telling you, if everybody, and I thank God that everybody's not like that, but if everybody was just against me, I mean, that probably would start to take a toll on me. And it's taking tolls on some people in some people's lives. I know it took a toll on a couple of my friends who committed suicide. Her name, Lauren, was one of my friends, and Antonio was another. And they killed themselves. They committed suicide. And I know, like I said, I'm saying a lot of things that are triggering, but I'm just being real. At the end of the day, they did do that. But it's sad that we're in a world where people want to bully, scrutinize. They want to sit up here. They want to put you in shackles, and they want to throw rocks at you based off of who you are sexually, how you are as an individual, and what you say about things. Like I said, yes, I know. People say, okay, well, he said this. I know what he believed, and I know what he said. It still does not make it okay. What I want people to realize, you're not going to get me to agree with the fact that this man should have been killed. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Zila said, Danielle, you're the one who hasn't the clue. TRVLR, you will be an unattractive weird bum for the rest of your life, and you will spend your latter years wishing you were an actual human. Don't you just mean actual? You don't have to put the ed. What? An actualized human? What the hell? One cup two bear says you right. It's not gonna get your job back. You already fucked. Wait, it's not gonna get your job back. You already fucked up. Greg D says, "Amen." How you doing, Greg D? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Jason No said he believed in hate. I Oh, and that's your opinion. I mean, I disagree with that. I mean, the man he spoke the truth. I mean, if you like it or not. Now, again, I must say this, okay? I must say this. The reason why some people are saying he believed in hate because of how he said it and what he talked about. But see, those are some, in my opinion, because I have to say that to be clear, right? In the court of law, right? In my opinion, it's in my opinion, it's just his way of expressing what he felt. And when he said certain things, I'm going to say this, like the confirmation is he knew it would piss people off. He just knew it. And I know that this is going to piss people off because some folks cannot, they just can't accept the fact of the matter that, okay, some things are just not okay. It's not okay. I mean, again, I can't quote the whole Bible, but there are some things in the Bible where it's like, wait a second. Now, y'all know how I feel about different communities and stuff. I say live your life the way you want to live it, but we all have to answer to God. That's how I approach it. We all have to answer to God. As my dad would say, we all got to make that call. We all got to make that call. That's how I look at it. But see, how I say it might be a little bit more understanding than how maybe Charlie Kirk or how, say, my sisters would say it or anybody would say it. But at the end of the day, no matter how things are being said, no one should be killed. And again, I don't feel as if he believed in hate. How does he believe in hate when he believes in God? But let me tell you this now. People talk about, oh, he got angry. Oh, he was angry. Oh, he was stern. God himself was angry and stern. Jesus himself, the Son, got angry, got upset. Do you guys not remember how he flipped the table over? I keep having to say that. Do we not remember that? Some folks don't want to sit up here and believe that. Do we not realize that God himself can have enough? He can, and he will, and he has departed from some people. That's scripture. We got to stop this nonsense, y'all. We got to stop this nonsense. I put it like this. Find a way to coexist, to live in this world where we know there is hate, there is evil, there are people that you're probably not going to agree with, but somehow exist, I'm being honest, exist in this world without fucking trying to harm anybody. Unless somebody is bringing harm unto you. You don't sit up here and go out looking for that shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Now, those are words for my mom as well. She said, my mom literally said, somebody talking to you, you just walk the other way, don't say shit to them. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, now they keep walking up on you. You just, hey, you go the other way, you get away from them. They start to try to hit you, you fuck their ass up. Now, that's coming from the woman who I cherish now. At the end of the day, my mama ain't tell me shit wrong. Because again, I never in my life been in jail. I never in my life really been in any kind of trouble. I ain't even know where the fucking principal's office was, because I didn't fucking go to the administration office or the principal's office. I didn't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I not to say, oh my gosh, I was just a goodie, I was so good. But no, I knew I wasn't perfect, but I knew that I had to get my lesson out. I knew I wanted to be something brilliant. I knew I wanted an education. And I knew that how my mom and my dad said, see, no one can take your education. No one can take all the years you've gone to college, all the money, all the scholarships, all the time and effort you put in. No one can take that away from you, no matter what. Even if they do, you're fired. Okay, I have a job yesterday. My right hand to God. I have no issue. Even to this day, even like I said, Carroll fucking Iowa, the people already told the company he was an excellent employee. Meaning far as okay, what I did, which is helping the surgeon save lives. We were saving lives. I was excellent at that because I didn't fucking partake in y'all bullshit and talk about the damn dogs and this, which I love animals, but I didn't speak on that and I didn't laugh at the jokes. And I was, oh, he started not to fit in, and it was like he didn't want to be here. What the hell? So I don't say verbatim, I don't say I don't want to be here, but then there's so many people coming to work. Oh, I don't want to be here today. Oh, I can't stand this fucking place. They said that every day, all day. I never once said that. Do you know how much fucking money I was making? But like I said, when they let my ass, when they said, okay, the company called me and said, well, Terrence, they're terminating the contract. It's just 4 weeks. But this is crazy. I said, okay, I don't care. And, I end up like, here's the deal too. Now, I was not going to extend. I had already had a job lined up in Portland, Maine. I was not going to extend. Okay. I'm sorry, not Portland, Maine. I already had a job lined up here in Florida. Because I came from Portland, Maine, because I traveled from Portland, Maine to Carroll, Iowa. But I had already had that lined up. So I was not going to. And I've been here, I've been coming to Florida since 2016, since my mom passed. I've been traveling around Florida and stuff, but I've been here, I'm in Fort Myers for a year now. My year made September 6th. So a little bit over a year I've been here. But at the end of the day, like I always say 2 steps ahead. To be honest, I feel like I say 10 steps ahead. I'm the guy who shows up 30, 40 minutes before work, and I call that being on time. And if I show up 5 minutes before, I'm late. Isn't that fucked up? Like this Negro saying he's late. If he 5 minutes before the shift starts, he's late. Damn straight. Damn straight. And I will continue to be early because early in my book is on time. Again, I guess you could say that being raised like that, some people can say, okay, that's toxic, that's wrong. I think my mom did an excellent job. I know for a fact I respect people. I listen to people. I don't take people's lives as a joke. I fucking try my best to save them. At the end of the day, people can hate me. They can love me. They cannot feel any kind of way about me. But to try to harm me is unacceptable. And that's how I felt. It's so sad. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. I'm gonna read a little bit more comments and then I'll let you guys go. I know I've kept you guys long enough, right? Two Bears, I thought you said you were leaving. Democrats believe in hate. He let people speak and gave a rebuttal. Absolutely. Now I'm gonna say this. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm saying absolutely the fact that he let people talk. He let people speak. He gave them the fucking mic. Now I'm not gonna say all Democrats hate. I'm not gonna say all Republicans love. But I'm telling you this much. I know there's hate in both fucking parties. It's hate in the party that is like, that is, let me just say this, indecisive or don't give a fuck. There's hate all around and we see it. We see evil all around. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is he gave those people opportunity to talk. Why, like people, like honestly, it was like that comment just brought so much more clarity to the whole situation. Like, wow, like he's such a terrible person, but he wants, and people say, okay, well, no, that's narcissism, that's this. How is that? No, he's not trying to talk over them. He's actually giving them the opportunity. And it's just like a lot of people, I'm just keeping it real, just they don't understand how significant that is because again, he's saying things that people disagree with, right? And so they're listening to that without looking at the bigger picture. I don't know how else to say these things, but like I said, I'm going to speak to the best of my ability. And yes, you're not going to change how I felt how I feel about the situation, and how I felt about, Charlie Kirk. Like, again, may he continue to rest in peace, because he's resting in peace. Okay, and his voice will continue to be heard. His voice will never die. His voice will never die. Um, Jamie or Reed, you are sorry, sis, and a disgrace to our people. Okay, if you say so, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, if you want to call me a disgrace to, I guess you're saying black people. Um, that's okay. I'm a disgrace to black people, but I've never in my life tried to harm a fucking black person. Meanwhile, there's fucking black people that tried to harm my ass many fucking times. Growing up, hell, my goddamn fucking aunt herself, my dad's sister, like, I was bullied and shit, fucking being bullied at school. She fucking pulls my pants down in front of everybody in the fucking neighborhood and wipes my ass. Like, what is that? Shunning me, trying to, like, make me feel bad about myself, and she did just that. My self-esteem, it took so long for me to, like, even grow that, to build that again, because of what people in my family have done to me. And they were fucking black. And as you can see, I'm brown skinned. Okay, I'm black. I'm brown skinned though. My goddamn aunt was blacker than black. Okay, crispy. All right, because my dad is darker than my mom. My mom, our granddad is half white. Okay, his name was Bose. I never met my granddad on my mother's side. I never met my mom's dad. But Bose, like I said, I love his name. I'm like, Mom, why do you call me Bose? But Bose, he was half white. So I do have white in my family. I have a lot of different ethnicities and stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm a black male. Okay. And even more so, I'm Terrence. And even more so, I'm somebody who's gonna fucking say what the fuck I want to say, and what the fuck I believe in. Now, at the end of the day, you can keep saying that you hate me, and that's okay. I'm not angry or hate the fact that you hate me, because I don't hate you. I'm gonna pray for you, and I pray to God that the things that have happened to me, not just by black people, but also by white people, I pray to God that none of that happens to you, your loved ones, your children, whoever that you're around. I pray it never happens to you. I pray that God gives you a perspective on life and a perspective on what I'm saying, because honestly, I'm not doing this for people to hate me. And that really, it does make me sad in a sense, but I can't stop. Oh, they hate me, so, oh, okay, if they hate me, I gotta stop doing this. I gotta end this right now. No, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm not going to end this. Now, I'm just saying, I'm going to end my live eventually, but I'm saying I'm not going to stop talking about the things that actually should matter. Just because you want me to, just because you feel some kind of way, just because you're angry at me, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. King Mojo said, remaining quiet about racism will not make it go away. I agree with that. I do. Like I said, Morgan Freeman, I met him. My uncle met him. My uncle was a musician. My mom's older brother. My uncle named, oh my gosh, which is crazy, because I'm just now having this moment right now. But my uncle Charlie Bergen, no joke, honest to God, my uncle name was Charlie Bergen. My mom's older brother, he was a magician, and Charlie would play at the Ground Zero Blues. Okay, so Ground Zero Blues, it's in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and that's actually where Morgan Freeman is from. So if you guys don't know, Morgan Freeman is from Clarksdale, Mississippi. He still has property and land, like a beautiful home there. I call it like a freaking mansion, like a farm house, but he still has property there. And he still has Ground Zero Blues, and my uncle used to play there all the time with the band, all the time, all the time. And so one time we did go, and sure enough, here comes Morgan Freeman walking in. I fucking was like, oh my gosh. And my uncle had already met him, had already like had, dinner with him and, just talked to him and stuff, whatever. Like, already have done that and stuff. But again, what I'm saying is, with all that, and I love that club. I'm from Columbus, Mississippi and stuff, and Clarksdale is like it's a jump, skip, and a hop away. It's like probably like 3 hours of a drive to get there in Mississippi. But I love going there. I think it's an awesome environment. White, black, Hispanics, a fucking melting pot. You would be like, am I in California or New York versus Mississippi? But that's what Morgan Freeman did. He has brought so many different backgrounds together, and it's just having fun. And that's also something that my uncle, may he continue to rest in peace, Charlie Bergen, he did. His music brought so many people together. There are still to this day, I go to back home in Mississippi, they say, man, your uncle knew he could sing. He knew he could sing. Like I sing, but my uncle sang. My mama song. Okay, they were some singers, okay? And I love the fact that it wasn't, yes, we see color. We're lying if we say we don't see color, unless you're colorblind, I guess, whatever. But shit, I'm not colorblind. So yes, I see color, but I don't let that be that's not, I judge by character, because judging isn't inevitable. We all judge. If you say you don't judge, you're lying your ass off, because so many people have judged me. And maybe you're thinking, I feel like you have my character fucked up, but okay, I cannot force you to think about me any other kind of way other than say, oh, let me believe in whatever you believe in. Let me agree with whatever you want me to agree with, I'll agree with. You out of your fucking mind. You're your own person, and I'm down for sure my own person. So anyway, with that being said, yeah, like I actually met the man, and I'm not going to agree with the fuck he's saying. But I support him, and I don't hate him, but I'm not going to stop talking about something that I feel like we can't stop talking about it, because it does exist. Now, at the same time, it's like, okay, Charlie Kirk himself, like I said, may he continue to rest in peace, may disagree with some of my things, my point of views about a situation or about a subject. And do you think that I'm going to get upset? That I'm going to become irate? And oh my God, let's start a riot? No. I have to accept things just as he has to accept it and move on. I hope this makes sense. Like I said, I know so many people are upset, and so many, like, I'm honestly, like, I've been playing tennis since the age of 10. Let me turn it back around on myself. I've been playing tennis since the age of 10. And do you realize when I started playing tennis, and then I really was getting great, better and better and better, and I started competing within the state and then going to other states, and that was really hard on my mom and dad, because my mom and dad didn't have that much money. But they allowed me to play that expensive, awesome sport. And shout out to Keisha Bergen McGregor. That's my oldest sister. She brought me my first tennis racket. So this girl was like 15, working at Applebee's, working at Pekin Chinese, and working. This girl worked 3 jobs when she was 15, and she bought me my first racket. And that racket back then at Walmart was like, the racket she got me was like $40, which back then was like $400 or $500, but now I actually buy rackets that are $400, $500, $600, like literally I buy them, because if I buy the cheaper ones, they really can they can affect your game, they can affect your body and stuff. So I have to be careful, because I really do play and I hit the ball hard. Okay, now with all that being said, I guess the point of all of this is the fact that we have to support real, even if it's something in a sense where, okay, maybe we don't agree with certain things, but we have to support real. And sometimes real looks real fucked up, right? Because it's like, wow, it's almost like you have this moment where you're like, man, okay, that's really fucked up, and that's some truth to it. But you don't want to accept it, right? You don't want to accept it because it's going to make you feel like, it's going to make you look a certain kind of way, but you got to accept those things. You have to accept what's fact is fact. What's fact is fact. Accept the facts. Why can't it's crazy. But I say that, but I know for a fact some people don't. I've had beef, which I didn't even want beef with certain content creators, and I brought facts up, and people still believe these people, even though I brought the facts. I never omitted anything. I even included what I had to say about things. And sometimes I didn't have to say what I had to say about some people weren't so nice. But I didn't omit it. I didn't edit it out. I showed everything, but people still did not believe the facts. They said, well, you can't tell me. See, that's not how I am. I'm saying you can't tell me that this man was racist because he wasn't racist. The facts don't lie, and he's going by the numbers, and he's saying some things, but he's saying what he believes is right and his truth. Now, does that make him a racist? No, it doesn't. It just so happened like, oh man, because I feel like if he said this about people love to bring up, and I say people because I know a lot of black people love to bring up the thing that he said about black folks or about a black individual. But people want to say that, but what about the things he said about a Hispanic individual? What about the thing he said about a white person? You don't want to bring that up. You go strictly towards the fact of the matter that he talked about the blacks. He talked about everything. All these things he talked about, but did you do your research? Or did you look at, or did you just find out about him and then he passed away because he was killed? And then so now it's like, oh, well, why did they shoot this man? And then all of a sudden, some of these videos start to surface, right? Because YouTube does that. So they start to pop up all these videos. Some of those videos, they were intense, but you're basing it off of those individuals. I mean, you're basing it off of those particular videos instead of really getting to know him as an individual. And that's the part where I don't like when people do. I don't like that. I don't like that because that part for me is it's so wrong. It's not okay. We should not do. You have to. I feel like this. You have to really get to know people before you pass judgment on them, and that's just fact. And people don't get to know people anymore. They just fucking look at people and they judge them. That man was not just looking at this person and this person. No, he did his research. And if I agree with it or I disagree that he did his research, and that's just the bottom line. The bottom line. It's crazy how some people just think about people and what goes on in people's heads. I don't know. It's just crazy. Sad, to be honest. Okay, the ghost of Judah tribe, whatever you say. Alex C said, Marie, can you please Google it rather than me linking you? Geez, do your own research. Sam Sennett said, go back to work at Applebee's, you silly fella. Okay, like, first of all, my sister worked at Applebee's. And Applebee's, hell, I don't know about now, but Applebee's had some bomb-ass boneless wings back then. Them honey barbecue wings. So your silly comments literally make me laugh. Okay, it does not do anything. It does not do anything other than make me laugh. Like, and first and foremost, like, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with people working at Applebee's, but I work in surgery. Okay, I'm telling you, that's something my mom and dad told me. You get this education, you get these degrees, nobody can take them away from you. This ain't no damn honorary shit. This is hardcore blood, sweat, tears. I remember walking, like, it's crazy. I walked all these fucking steps and stuff, whatever, right now. And I've worked 12 hours earlier at the hospital. But it was so crazy because I remember not having a car. Now I got several, but I remember not having a car. And I remember my fucking fingers were hurting so bad because I was going to the Big G grocery store. And I walked from the grocery store back to the college, back to my dorm room. And I just remember, like, praising God then. And I remember like it was people passing me and they were blowing their horns like kids and stuff at the school, and they were saying some not like derogatory, but they was like ha ha ha, hey, being funny, kids, like yeah, we're teenagers, but we're still kids. And at the end of the day, I'm like in my head, I didn't care, none of that affected me. So what I'm trying to get to you, what I'm trying to say to you is, it I could be at Applebee's. Hell, I might, I might want to take a damn another job and go work part time at Applebee's. And shit, that it ain't gonna make me nothing. It ain't gonna make me feel bad. It's not gonna sit up here and I'm ashamed. No, like y'all, some of y'all got these comments going, and it's not even a diss. It's not even bad. It's like, damn. Come on, come with it. Talk about my dad, mom. Call me names. You're gay. You beat women. You're a molester. You this, you that. You sis. You stupid motherfucker. Call me all these things. Talk all you want to talk. It will never, what you guys, it can form all day long. It will never prosper. It will never prosper. And you had better believe, I'm a child of God, I'm a chosen one at that. You had better believe, you better be careful though. Because I'm praying for you. But the God that I serve, he don't play. He don't play. So all those things, it's always gonna ricochet. Y'all don't know, I love tennis. And I got great hand-eye coordination. So I got a racket and I'm hitting them damn things back at you. And I'm telling you, they gonna come back with force. I strike the ball 80, 90, 100 plus miles per hour. I'm telling you, be careful. Be careful. And it's not me threatening anybody. I'm just simply telling you, be careful. Stop being so disrespectful. Stop being so nasty, and stop trying to get your point across by trying to put somebody down. That's not how you conduct business. That's not how you do it. You're getting so upset because you don't like what I got to say about somebody you consider racist. You don't like the fact of who I support. You don't like how I try to, make light of certain situations. I ain't making light of shit. I'm bringing my facts. I'm bringing my opinion, and I'm bringing what I know to be our facts, because at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. I told you what I disagree with, and I told you what I agree with. You cannot accept the fact that the matter is why does he support this? Like, who is he? This is stupid. But just know, I'm the person that has gone to school. I thank God for all that he's allowed for me to accomplish. Okay, I thank God every single day. But I save lives for a living. Just know that. I want people to understand that I save lives for a living. And I'm telling you, till I can't anymore, till I take my last breath, I'm going to continue to do that because I love what I do. And yes, it's stressful. I work beside some people who are really lazy. It's some amazing people I work beside as well. But that's not going to be a distraction for me. I don't hang around nobody. I stay in my own damn lane. I do my thing and I go home. At the end of the day, I'm going to stay true to myself. I want y'all to stay true to yourself. If you feel good about calling me names or trying to put me down or make me feel less than significant, because we are all significant. We're all important. We're all valuable. We are all human. We all have human rights. Understand that. Why is that so hard to understand? You matter. I matter. We all matter. I don't know. I mean, I feel like as I continue to live, I'm like, why do I feel like I'm like the odd guy out? But that's how it is. My mom always said, never try to fit in. You stand out. You're meant to stand out. You stand out. Don't you ever try to fit in. So, yeah, when the company told me what the fucking manager said, I said, well, damn, that's terrible. Oh, he started not to fit in. It's just, he looked like he just wasn't happy, and some people just became uncomfortable. Huh? Like, Like, did I come frowning? Did I come with a gun? I mean, I had one in the car. You better fucking believe it. But did I walk up to you? Did I try to harm you in any kind of way? Did I say, get the fuck out of my face, I'm gonna harm you? No. I'm a cursed Christian, but I barely even cursed. I barely even cursed at that hospital. They were the one that had the nasty potty mouth. Some people spoke so nasty about each other. They spoke about each other under their clothes, about their children. My right hand to God, I have no reason to lie. Those people they talk so bad about each other. And let me tell you, I would always exit. And the thing about it is, they had a problem with me because I never went to the lounge. They couldn't stand the fact that I didn't go to the lounge. They thought I was antisocial because I don't go to the lounge and I'm not talking to people, so I'm antisocial. I said, this is disgusting. So at the end of the day, God removed me on purpose. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. At the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. And even the assassination of Charlie Kirk, he will not be silenced, okay? And like I said, I think his voice is even louder than it ever could be. D Animation said Charlie was okay. People just listened to a small part of his convo and ran with it. He always explained his opinion. And that's the problem too. People like to they're not even listening. They're just like, in my opinion, if you listen, you can get an understanding. You just hear this for a moment, right? You're barely listening. That's what it was. You don't pay attention. Some people don't. And then they do run with it. And it's like, wait a second. The man, he always gave opinions and his reason behind things. But folks just thinking, okay, oh wow, he going around thinking every black person is terrible. Okay, oh, he's a racist, he's this, he's that. He's a horrible person. He don't believe in God. He's sending people to damnation. He is the reason why people have shot people in this. I'm like, okay, hold the fuck up now. Ain't nobody got that power. We all have free will. I thought we had freedom of speech. How do you sit up here and put this on people? It's not okay. That's why I said, damn, even when you're trying to campaign and you want to become president or whatever the case may be, or something, maybe within the government that's not even to that level, to that high tier level. But it's like, you're walking into something crazy. You know you are, and you're going to get blamed for a lot. I'm a traveler, right? A traveler, my perspective, my mindset, my perspective is, I know I'm walking to a shit show everywhere because, oh my gosh, they're paying me X amount of dollars, more than a permanent staff, to come to their hospital and to work, potentially extend if I like it and stuff, whatever, and work. But I know I'm gonna be talked about. People are just gonna automatically not like me because they already know, yeah, I make a significant amount more than you do. Say if they make 100K, I'm gonna be at 170K. If they make 30,000, I'm gonna be at probably 90,000. So they're already upset because I make more, but I'm in the trenches. My sisters, all my nieces and nephews, all of them are back in Mississippi. My dad is in Mississippi. A lot of, like, my two closest friends are in Mississippi. I have a good friend that's in Atlanta, Georgia. Like I said, like I don't hang with too many people here. I play tennis with a couple of guys. That has not been as consistent. But at the end of the day, I don't hang with people. But that really is my choice, and I'm gonna continue to kind of like right now I'm so content. I thank God for you guys. Honestly, I don't care, trolls, the positive individuals, the negative people, whatever the case may be. I thank God that you guys are listening. I thank God that you guys are interacting. I wish that it could be a little bit more positive. I wish that we could have a little bit more open-mindedness, but it is what it is. I'll take what I can take, but I'm being so serious. I do feel like within my heart, like, okay, I'm content. I'm getting my voice heard. I'm speaking up for what I feel like is right. And that's I feel like that's okay. That's my God-given right. And that's your right to feel the way you feel. I'm not trying to silence you. Thank you for whoever gave me the gifts. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Like I get so many people in it sometimes and it flashes so quick. So I apologize. But thank you for all the people who have donated for our super chats, super stickers. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate you all. Thank y'all for the comments. Like I said, good, bad, and different, whatever the case may be. I appreciate it. I appreciate the comments. It means a lot because at the end of the day, no matter what the case is, I'm getting my voice out there more and more and more. And I think it's important. It's important for me not to be silent and for me to share my beliefs on certain things. And I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's bad. I really don't. I'm glad you're saying what you are. Well, I'm glad you're saying, Jamie or Reese, I'm glad you're saying what you want to say so that everyone can see that you're pathetic. Okay. And and again, I mean that's how you feel about it, and that's okay. Like I know firsthand, I know that it's gonna be a lot of oh my god, but it's just what it is. I mean, like I'm not trying to upset people, but I'm gonna speak about what I believe in. And that's why I said, like, I was called dumb earlier in the week at work. And because the woman was like, my coworker, like I said, I barely can call her that because you kind of got to work to be a coworker. No shade, just keeping it real. But I told her, I said, are you sure you want my opinion about this? Because I feel like, she was already, I knew how she thought. I knew her thought process, and I already knew, okay, she ain't gonna like, because this is a person, and these are a lot of people out here, probably like some of you guys that's in here, you don't like for people to say things that you just absolutely don't believe in. So, like, you're infuriated by that. You're so upset. He is saying he accepts this, he believes in this, and he's black or he's this or he's that. Like, oh my gosh, that's unacceptable. Like, I hate him. Now I hate him. No matter what, I hate him. Now, some of these same people be in my family, right? Or be in what I call a fake circle of friends, but you need to borrow money that I never fucking get back. But you don't hate me then. You don't hate the Benjamins. It's just funny how people can make things convenient within their life. When they need something, they don't fucking care. If I fucking go around harming somebody, they're like, oh, whatever. Oh, it was valid. It was valid. Like, it was important that you did that. Okay, so you got the money because it's something that benefits you. That's how some people work, and that's disgusting. But you can call me pathetic. I'll be pathetic. Like I said, I was expected even worse than what you guys are giving me. I've had worse. What I'm telling you is, let me show myself again. What I'm telling you is I've had worse in my fucking family. Okay? In my family, I've had worse. So you think you guys are behind, you're behind a device, be it a phone, a TV, a laptop, a desktop, a tablet. I've had worse. I've had worse. Understand that I'm not going to be quiet, okay? I'm not going to be quiet, and that's just how the cookie's going to crumble, and I think it's okay, because you know why? It's my right. It's my right to speak up on what I want to speak about. Now, again, I'm not going to work. My director said, hey, we don't want no politics, we don't want this, we don't want that. Like, in the work setting. So realize I go to the parking garage, I'll do a live stream, I'll talk about these things, but I'm not talking about that amongst my coworkers. When that woman asked me, I shut up and I said, Oh no, no comment, blah blah blah. Oh no, Terrence, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. I said, are you sure you want to know? And when I told her, she got upset. She said, well, you're a part of the dumb population. I said, oh wow, so I'm dumb, but I got more degrees than your ass. I said, that's interesting how that works. How am I so fucking dumb and I got more degrees than you? And it ain't about having more degrees, about more money, but it's like, wait a second, but how am I dumb? Like, you're disrespectful. People are just so impossible. Some people are impossible because they don't want to be wrong. And I could be wrong and I'll be okay with it. But see, that's me though. Everybody don't have that mindset. I'm okay with being wrong sometimes. Okay? Because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. But I can tell you this much. Every day I pray and I say, God, please guide me. Guide me. I wanna just be the best that I can be. And in every aspect of life. I'm not trying to upset people, but I just know, let me tell you, I upset people just because I go to work smiling. Not even, let me tell you, I smile. Not even showing teeth sometimes. I just smile. I do this right here. What's so funny? Why are you always smiling? Why are you so positive? That's irritating me. Oh, you irritate me. People tell me that. And they talk about that and stuff, and I just be walking off. What you want me to do? You want me to start choking your ass? You want me to hit you? I'm not gonna hit you. I serve a ball of over 100 miles per hour. I will fucking fuck your ass up. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be my ass incarcerated for some bullshit. It better be look, it better be you laying a hand on my dad, my sisters, my nieces and my nephews, or my oxtails. Yes, I did fucking say oxtails, okay? At the end of the day, I know it's nothing like I'm not trying to make this a laughing matter, but we do have to have fun, and that's also something that I want to share, and I'll be sharing this in other live streams. Charlie Kirk had an amazing personality. He had a lot of fun. You gotta remember, yes, way wise beyond his years, just as I am. I know some of y'all gonna disagree with that, but that's okay. That's your God-given right. But he still loved to have fun. So you guys can also see on my channel, like, I'll be dancing, I'll be singing, I'll be silly and stuff. But I'm telling you, some of my live streams are very, very, they're intense, they're important, because I'm going to speak about things. And also, like I said, I'll be doing some stream yards. I'll invite some people up. We can have a debate about certain things. We can talk about some things. But I'm gonna tell you this much: you're not gonna change my point of view, my mindset on. What are you trying to make me say? Oh wow, oh okay, yeah, I get it now. He should have been killed. No, that's never gonna come out of my mouth. Like intentionally, like on purpose, like no. No one should kill anyone based off of what they believe in, especially when they're speaking. And what I saw is in a peaceful way, in a peaceful manner. Hell, even if it wasn't as peaceful, you shouldn't be sitting up here trying to kill somebody. I hope that makes sense. Now, I know some people saying, well, we're off the killing part. It's just the fact that he was an awful person. He was terrible. He was a racist. Well, you're still, in a sense, you're deflecting, because you're saying, yeah, he died, but what I'm trying to convey to you, there's no conjunctions. There's no if, and, or buts about it. There's none. Because this should not have happened. Go run a fucking mummy. Go cry. Go throw a fucking rock. Go hit a tennis ball. I don't know. Find a fucking pastime. Go, I don't know. Watch fucking Dora the Explorer. Stop killing people and stop attacking people because you don't like what they have to say. But then you're doing all of that and you're still watching them. Like I said, they're watching Peach McIntyre. Peach McIntyre even said it. Y'all, a lot of y'all watching me because y'all want to see my downfall. So you keep tabs on me. I said, damn, this woman is smart. People are nosy and keeping tabs on people because they want to see their downfall. That is so disgusting. And a lot of those people, not just black people, but they're black mothers. Let that sink in. And this is a black content creator who has done amazing things. She's helped me out. I've bought some of her I bought her e-guides. I've been in a couple of her classes. This ain't nothing paid. She ain't paying me for shit. Okay? She ain't got to pay me for shit. That woman is a real deal. And people don't like the fact of what she has to say. And the majority are black mothers. So again, I have to digress about some things, but what I'm saying is, it's true. Black on black crime is terrible. So again, you got to ask yourself, well, why would other people want to support our race and think that we are anything, other than, okay, oh my gosh, aggressors or this and this and that. We have to stop painting that picture for them. We have to start working together. We have to stop doing this thing where when white people say one thing about a black person, that they're racist now. We have to stop. We all know we have to stop throwing this goddamn card out. We have to bring the facts. And we have to be okay with speaking up and knowing, okay, hey, this is wrong, this is right. We have to be okay with that. Why is that? Why is this an issue? I think it's gonna forever be an issue, but people said, okay, yeah, because you keep talking about it. Like I said, the very famous and rich Morgan Freeman literally said that. Like I said, the man that I met literally have said that. You think that I'm gonna sit up here and listen to that? No, because that's the way that I feel about it. I think different. I think different. And I'm gonna continue to speak on things and stuff, and I'm gonna continue to bring things to the forefront and to the light. Shine more light on it. But I hope and pray that as I do this, yes, it's going to be people upset, but I hope and I pray that I can change perspectives, because we have to stop being the fucking victim. We have to stop being the victim. Kenny McCullough said 99% of the time, black people is the one who brings up racism. Now, again, I'm not going to sit up here and say 99%, because that obviously, I feel like you're almost trying to say maybe 100%, but you're saying 99%. But I don't know the statistics of that, but I do know for a fact that it is a lot of black on black, crime. Okay, but far as like bringing up racism and stuff, I really feel like a lot of different races bring up racism. I'm not trying to put down, okay, black people because I'm black. I'm not trying to put down white people because they white or whatever the case may be, or maybe, I have white in me as well. I'm not trying to put down anybody. I'm stating facts. So again, I'm gonna be careful. I'm not gonna agree with you on that and say 99%, because okay, there's a percentage. But again, okay, have we taken a toll? Have we done a petition? It looks as if it might be that much, but now I don't think it's 99%, but I'm very careful about what I believe in. But I must say, I do believe that there is a lot of black on black crime. I know for a fact it has happened to me. It's happened a lot within my family. And again, I have a black family. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm trying to convey. That's what he was conveying. And so, I guess in a sense, it's hard for people to accept things, and it's hard for people to look at the numbers, because when you look at the numbers and stuff, and you're talking about, okay, statistically this is this and this and that, but it's like, well, that don't apply to me. Yes, it does. We don't want it to apply to us, but it does. It's inevitable. These things exist. I like how also one lady was like, oh, it's a lot of black crime because they're over policing in those areas. No, I can tell you for a fact, growing up in the projects, like I said, I don't know if y'all have not seen it, but there has been several cops pass by. There's been several cops in the distance, and it's been cops parked and stuff. Again, you guys are not seeing it because I'm not really showing, sometimes I'm showing myself, I'm not really showing all the angles where I'm walking, but I see it. And I'm telling you, I feel very fucking secure, Like, I ain't bothering no damn body. I ain't walking through certain neighborhoods screaming out the top of my damn lungs, you know. I mean, these are businesses that are closed at the moment. Now, I have walked past some houses, and you guys probably say, well, damn, why did he get a little lower? Because I want to be respectful. I know I'm country as fuck and my voice carry. But again, I feel like, hell, this is my outside voice, you know. I'm not screaming at the top of my damn lungs. But with that being said, she said it was over policing, and he says no. Statistically, and the facts read, and they show that in those areas, it's under policed. And I said, I'll be damned, he ain't lying. So I do my own research, but I just go from my point of view, my perspective, because I grew up in the projects, and I can tell you there was not enough polices. So again, you have to state the facts. And at the end of the day, I think that people do come there. They come with good intentions. Some maybe with ill, but I feel like the majority do come with good intentions. But they just can't express things like, say, he expressed things. And maybe even how I express things. I'm not trying to say that I'm the great debater, but I did debate a lot in school. Okay, I was on a debate team. And at the end of the day, now if somebody really want to start a debate and maybe do like a StreamYard or something, come up, okay, we can do this. We can do it. You can email me, we can set a time, we can set a date. We can do it all day long. We can debate about Charlie Kirk. We can debate about President Trump. We can debate about the Republican Party. We can debate about debate about Democrat. We can debate about same sex. We can debate about all different types of things. At the end of the day, when I say same sex, I mean same sex, marriages and all that stuff, which I support. I'm not against any of that. Love is love. That's how I look at it. At the end of the day, maybe a lot of people gonna disagree with me. I am my own person is what I'm trying to get people to understand. I'm my own person. I'm going to say what I believe in. I'm going to do what I'm going to do as I say, and I'm just going to continue to preach what I feel is right, and I'm going to disagree with what I disagree with. I'm going to agree with what I agree with, and I'm going to move on. I'm not going to ever hate anybody or try to harm anybody. I can tell you that, like I said, the woman who wiped my ass, my fucking aunt, may she rest in peace, because I know she made it to heaven. I know her and my mom are laughing. Like I said, my mom beat her ass. But I know they laughing their ass off right now every time I bring this damn story up. But I can laugh about it. Is it a laughing matter? It's like, no, but I can laugh in the sense of growth. I'm laughing because I've grown, and I thank God for growth. Okay, I have grown, and it is okay. It is okay to grow. I think it's important to grow. Stop holding grudges. Stop living in the fucking past. Okay? Build from it. Now people probably say, well, Terrence, when you like Peach McIntyre, you contradicting yourself because she keeps bringing up this. But that woman has changed. That childhood trauma she's gone through, she has ended those generational curses. She has ended them. All of those kids, all 9 of those beautiful kids are absolutely incredible. They're amazing. They're phenomenal just like she is. Because she chose to love, she chose to be a wonderful mom, a wonderful wife, a wonderful individual. It's a choice. I choose happiness. Every day I wake up and stuff. I can be miserable. I can be sad. I look at these comments. I get some crazy emails. I'm going to get some crazy comments with this, maybe after the replay or after people have watched the replay. You think I'm going to stop believing in what I believe in? You think that's going to silence? I'm not going to be silenced. I'm never going to be silenced. I know there's good and bad in the world and stuff, and I get that. But at the end of the day, and I know that it's racist people, it's people that are not racist, it's people who are just mistaken because they speak up and they say things that probably, maybe it's not really being said a lot of stuff. So, people are going to think that, okay, because I'm white and I said I'm racist, or because I'm black and I said I'm racist. That does not make you a racist. I had to tell one woman at the job, she said, well, and I made her say it. Well, the girl, I forgot her name, but I said, well, how does she look? Describe her. Well, she has glasses and, I said, what do I know? Why you keep saying that? She says, well, the black girl. I said, the black girl? I said, you talking about Joy? I said, why are you afraid to say the black girl? I said, is she black? She says, well, yes, Terrence, she's black. And she just was, I said, well, why are you afraid to say that? Why are we afraid to say what it is? Damn. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Describe her. Shit. Because it's about fucking 50 damn people with glasses. Describe her. I mean, what is the problem with that? So this is where we're at. We're afraid to even speak on things. And that's sad. That's sad. That's sad to me that we're afraid to speak on what we feel. We're afraid to speak on things because we feel that we're going to get that negative feedback or those negative responses from people because it's not something that okay, I feel that we should be saying. That's not derogatory. Because every day, all day, I'm gonna say, so and so, white, she got the blonde hair, she this, she that. I don't ever feel some kind of way about that because I know what's in my heart. And I really feel like some of y'all are closed-minded because I feel like this. God has given us free will, right? And he's given us somebody cooking some good-ass food. I'm sorry. Shit. Focus, Terrence. But God has given us, honestly, he has given us a free spirit, a free mind, a free will. And I really feel like with that spirit, we can understand things if we allow it. And I feel like we all have that gift, but some people are just so closed-minded and they focus on like the things that really aren't necessarily like that important. And so it clouds their mind. So, and that, I think that's what's happening, like say, with Charlie Kirk. It happened with a lot of people, which is unfortunate. It's happening right now in this live stream with me. People are clouding, they're closed-minded, right? They're closed-minded, and then the judgment is clouded. And you don't really see the fact that, damn, okay, he's speaking the truth. He's passionate about what he's talking about. He's speaking the truth, and he's actually saying, okay, what he agreeing with and what he disagreeing with. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to get through to people. And I can tell you this, like I said, I'm going to end the live soon, but it is not okay to murder people because of what people say. It's not okay. R.I.P. to Charlie Kirk. May he continue to rest in peace. That man was never a racist. He's not a racist, okay? Believer in God, a true Christian. You can disagree with me, but what we have to agree on is the fact that we disagree and we have to respect each other. That's all I want. I hope and pray you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Thank y'all so much for being in here. I'm going to continue some of these live streams. We're going to talk about some other things as well. I hope and pray that you guys find it in your heart to try to understand me and press that thumbs up, okay? Subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me and stuff because I'm trying to get more subscribers. I want to get out there more and stuff. And and like I said, I want my voice heard. And I want to make this as peaceful as I can. Like I said, I know it's inevitable. It's gonna be some upset people, and that's just what it is. I have no control over that and stuff. But I hope and pray, like I said, people find it in their heart to really understand, like, okay, because of what people are saying, nobody should be harmed. Okay, what your words are not bullets. Your words are that is bullshit. Whoever has said that, your words are not bullets. Okay, hell, your words can hurt my feelings, but that's not gonna make me want to hurt you physically. So that should be reciprocated. You see, that's another cop right there. He just passed. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you so much, Trinity Meadows. I know that I haven't called a lot of y'all names out. I apologize. Like I said, trolls or people who are really supportive, whatever the case may be. I know it's a lot of comments. I thank y'all so much for being in here. Y'all come back though. Come back. We're gonna continue to talk and stuff. Like there's other things I want to share. And like I said, I'll even be doing some stream yards. I know it's kind of teetering to the line of drama, but this is my truth. And I'm not in the I'm not in this whole thing. Well, let me just put you down. Let me just be nasty. But at the end of the day, like I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak my truth. All right. And all I ask is you just be open-minded about what I have to say, because I'm gonna be open-minded about what you have to say. People are literally calling me pathetic, a sellout. They're calling me a racist, my fucking self. They're calling me dumb and ignorant and stupid, and all other kind of names, and all other kind of names under the sun, except for child of God. But I know for a fact none of that's going to. It's never going to prosper. Okay, it's forming, but it won't prosper. It's never gonna. I'm never gonna allow that to be 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 real in my life. Okay, I know I'm not pathetic. And it's crazy that some people allow people to affect them to the point where they stop going live, or they're afraid to say something or whatever. Come on. Freedom of speech really does exist. It really does exist. You can like it, or you can love it, you can hate it, but it does exist. Um that's what they do. They are evil. Now he's trying to deflect the fact that he's Muslim and by going after Buddha. Um, Zach says again, God loves us all, bro. I agree, absolutely. They're calling you racial slurs as you out for them. That's not true. You're assuming people saw a small part of his conversation because that's how your dumbass took it. Okay, whatever you say. Wow, this brother is dumb. Okay, well, you're just saying exactly what my coworker said, and that's fine. Eric, we all know you're gay, so stop. A unique perspective. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much, but I promise you, like, it does not, those things will not affect me. And that's just what it is and stuff. I mean, I really do laugh at a lot of that. I know it may upset some of you guys, but it does not bother me, and I hope that it wouldn't bother you, because I know it's being directed towards me. But I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'll read a little bit more. Eric is a massive troll. To be honest, Trinity, I have bigger trolls than Eric, like on a day-to-day basis. Like Eric is Eric, you're funny, but I mean I have bigger trolls than you come in. About time you started going after Allah. Schultz said left my ass off. Is everybody just why do people quickly talk about people being gay or whatever? Like, is that the new thing in 2025? I feel like it's, do y'all want to be gay? Because so many people talk about the gay and this. Do y'all want to be gay? It's okay if you are gay. Because I'm like, damn. I mean, I wouldn't be one to talk about it that damn much. Like, it's just, or call people that. It's like, do you think that is now something so derogatory? Like, what is that? It's almost like I don't know. Like, okay, well, you're gay. Oh, you're walking to damnation, or you're this, you're that. Like, whatever. Like, I mean, shut the fuck up about that. That is crazy. And I'm still gonna walk. I'm gonna go off live, but I'm still gonna walk because I'm just gonna get some water from the car. Republicans are shocked when someone disagrees with them. What? Some people are demon possessed. Let's pray for them. Zach, I'm praying for everybody. Demon possessed, the people who believe in God, I'm praying for you. I'm praying. I guess I had that off. Oh my gosh. I can't even turn the damn thing around. I had 7 of these at work. This is all I had. Like, since, what time is it? Right now it's 3:27 a.m. I got up this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. I say this morning, but yesterday morning, I got up at 8 a.m. I haven't eaten anything, like up until this time. Right now, I haven't eaten anything. I've just drank water. And this is like So I've had, yeah, this is like number 8, because I had 7 of them. I had 7 of these Stanley Cups. So this is 8, and really this is like this is ice water, and it's like not that much left in there. But I have like some quarters, and I got a few dollars on me and stuff. So I'm gonna walk all the way down Palm Beach. If anybody's out there, don't come looking for me, okay? Um, I don't have look. I got Mace on me, but I only got my piece is in the car. Okay, I keep her in here. I'm not gonna show her, but I keep her in here. But and I lock it because there's a lock on the thing. I always lock it. But anyway, real talk. I hope and pray you guys realize, like, your voice is your voice, and you should be heard if you want to be heard, and you should be respected. People need to stop hating people so much, and to the point they want to assassinate people. And also, after the fact that somebody passes away, no matter how that happens, rejoicing over their death in that sense is just, it's despicable, it's disgraceful, it's ultimately disrespectful, and it needs to be put to a stop. I'm not going to stop talking. I will end the live, but you guys, I'm not gonna stop believing what I believe in. You can't force that. You can't force that. Yeah, we have to tell these devils on here where to go and how fast to get there. A unique perspective. I really like you, and I like your name. I really, really like you. Thank you for all that you do. I appreciate you. Trinity Meadows says, so Eric sucks at trolling. Basically, Eric does suck at trolling. I'm sorry, Eric. I got some trolls that you gotta have to keep coming in. I ain't trying to just get you to come in for your watch out for my watch hours or the viewers or stuff, but you're gonna have to do a lot better than that. I'm serious. I'm telling you, I got some trolls that'll make you just look like that'll make you look like Jesus himself, okay? I see a lot of self-hate in here. Yeah, Tammy, it's a lot of it. It's unfortunate. But I appreciate you for recognizing that and not being a part of that. Um Tiff I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but I can say the cupcake candy. Eric, do you take medication? Oh my gosh. A unique perspective. I'm sorry. It's because they are struggling with their sexuality and watching porn all day. It's gotta be some. I said to myself, like, damn, like this is like, y'all, this is so unoriginal. I'm like, damn. Like, I don't know. I remember people just, we call it, when growing up, we would say, we jonesing on you. Is somebody about to have a fucking accident? The fuck? We would say, we jonesing on, we talking about it. Oh man, he jonesing on him. Like, we would be at school, we would just be making jokes, and it'd be all original. It'd be fun. It'd be shit that you never heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like a rapper or something, that's doing like what do you call, like what do you call when they rap freely? What am I trying to say? Damn, I know y'all know what I'm trying to say. When they just they make up the raps as they go. I know somebody gonna say it in the chat. Freestyle. Thank y'all so much. Freestyle. I'm like, why can't I think? But freestyle. So it's like, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, can people not freestyle? Can people not like come up with like original jokes anymore? Like, everything is like, oh, you're gay, or oh, you're fat, or you're this, or even like I've gotten, oh, you got AIDS, or you're racist, or you're a sellout. Like, okay, can we talk about something? Can we say some new shit? Can we say some new shit? Cause I'm over the bullshit. I mean, I'm just over the, like, it's boring. Y'all ain't tired? I'm tired of it. Like, damn. I'm trying to talk about something that is necessary, and people coming in and being just trying to be distracting and trying to be disrespectful. But in the end, you look like you look like the idiot. You look like the idiot. It's not original. Ariel said, "Bro, you want two-piece combo?" Let me tell you, I haven't eaten anything all damn like since yesterday. Two pieces is gonna make my ass upset. I'm gonna need me a damn 10 piece. Okay. Let me get a 10. I don't know if y'all know Publix fried chicken, but I want Publix fried chicken, and then I'll take 5 damn biscuits from Popeyes. Give me a damn. Give me some mac and cheese. Give me every damn thing. But I think more than anything, I would like some oxtails. Maybe I'll get oxtails tomorrow. But no, I'm fasting right now. I've only gotten water. I don't need a 2 piece. If that's a joke or something, again, I mean, I guess that's kind of funny. But again, that kind of falls into the whole fat thing. If you guys don't know already, look at my content. Look at the community posts. I've lost over 190 pounds. It has taken me 2 years, but I'm on a weight loss journey. That's why I'm out here walking. Okay, we're talking and we're walking simultaneously. I knew I took some steps. I knew I took some pauses in there and stuff, but we still gotta watch our surroundings. I know people fucking crazy. I ain't great. My mama ain't never had a damn idiot. She ain't never had a fool. Okay. So I promise you, I'll be careful. I have nothing but love for people and stuff. I don't hate anybody and stuff, and I'm just gonna continue to walk. And I'm walking with Jesus in a little bit of mace. Okay, like I said, I have sweatpants, so I don't need to carry a pistol on me. But anyway, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be okay. I want y'all to be okay. I'm okay with people coming in and being nasty. So like I said, keep coming back. Hopefully, like I said, if you continue to watch me, you'll see that my story does not change, that I'm a real person. I try my best to speak from the heart. I try my best and I get flustered. I'm an emotional wreck sometimes because I still grieve the loss of my mom, even though she died in 2016. It feels like yesterday for me. And her birthday is coming up next month. My mom birthday is October 29th. So there's a lot of different things and stuff that goes through my mind. Like I said, when I see stuff like this, even if my mom's alive, she wouldn't have agreed with some of the things that Charlie Kirk said. But I'm telling you, I know she would. I know that she is never about like people killing people for what they believe in. That's just fact. It's fact. Thank y'all again for being in here. I appreciate y'all so much. And yet you mentioned me anyway. Eric, like, chill. Like, of course I'm gonna mention you. Like, do you realize how much money you made me tonight? Like, I'm gonna fucking mention you as much as possible. Okay. Thank you for continuing to making me richer. Like, for real, for real. Like, I'm in the Denali and I wanna look. I'm in the Denali. Okay. Pretty sharp, fresh Denali, but I want a new one. And I say, well, people like your ass, you gonna end up allowing me to get a brand new one. Them damn cars are $90-some thousand a fucking pop, hell. So thank you so much for helping me reach that, with your 5 cents. It means a lot to me. Missy Petit, thank you for saying freestyle. A unique perspective. Thank you for subscribing. Yo, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You said, dang, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Trinity. I appreciate y'all. What time? I'm in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, East Coast. I'm in Florida at the moment. I'm in Fort Myers, Florida. So yeah, right now it is 3:35. We just missed 333, but it's okay. It wasn't meant to be. I've seen 333 earlier today at work. I've seen 444. I've seen 555, and I've seen 777. I've seen 1111. God is good. God is good. Fact check said, Eric, why are you so pessimistic and full of hate? I feel sorry for you. I hope you reject your wicked ways. Please, Yeshua, please guide him to righteousness. I don't like fake Christians. Eastern for me, 3 a.m. now. Wow. I'm sorry. Let me do this here. Oh, I got it on. Okay. Let's get some lot listers, bro. Freddie, you know what? I gotta leave them alone. I used to get them, hell, back in California, and I ain't lying. One gave me gonorrhea. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I guess I could take the water with me. One gave me gonorrhea. I bet y'all like this Negro is so fucking honest. And is. I ain't got no reason to lie. I am not gonna sit up here and lie about shit. And what is that? What is the line gonna do for me? What is it gonna do for anybody? Y'all gotta speak your truth. I know some shit you don't want to share, but I ain't got no look. I have no goddamn fucking secrets. Okay, I mean honestly, like at the end of the day, it is what the fuck it is. You can hate me, you can love me, whatever. I remember I was talking, I was talking to my sisters, so they said you ain't got no damn body filter. Hell no, I am my mother's fucking child. For real, for real. My mama had no filters. My mom had nobody filters, okay? And I don't have any filters. So at the end of the day, yes, I do. I know when to turn it off, okay? I'm not somebody who is just unprofessional and disrespecting patients. When I tell you, I don't have to just say this, but it's the proof. Like, people love me, especially the patients and stuff, whatever, the patients' family members, because I treat everybody like I treated my mom. And y'all, my mom is my heart. And I speak about her in present tense because I know she's alive. She's alive in spirit. She's here with me. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes my mom be telling me to shut the fuck up. Like, don't say that. Don't say that about him. Like, let it go. Just keep it going. And so that's why I tend to joke a lot, because I do feel like my spirited mom, her spirit, I feel like she is even more wise, okay? And everything is not meant to have a response to it. So a lot of people want me to or have a negative or nasty response. A lot of people want me to match their energy, and I must say, E Money and a few other people came in, even in some of the live streams, and said, you know what, I stopped doing? I stopped trying to match that energy, because what it ends up doing is taking your blessings away. So I'm not going to continue to match people's energy. I'm just going to pray for them. And I know people think that I'm joking when I say that, but I'm dead ass serious. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you, and I'm going to pray for a beautiful life for you. I'm not going to pray for your demise. I'm not going to pray for pain or hurt. I save lives for a living, and I can imagine praying for somebody's praying for somebody to suffer or somebody to be in pain. I don't like that. That, to me, that's disturbing. So I'm gonna pray for you. I know trolls are gonna get upset because I keep saying that. You're gonna think that I'm just saying it for the fucking internet, but I'm not. I've always done that. It's just, to be honest, it's just the right thing to do. Let me be careful, because I say I gotta be careful more. I haven't always done that. I've been doing that for quite some time now. For several years, I've been praying for, my enemies. And like I said, even a close friend of mine, she's like, I don't understand you. I'm like, well, you just ain't gonna understand me. Like, I pray for my enemies. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and wish harm, hurt, danger on anybody, even if they're wishing it on me. Because they wishing it on me, but it's gonna form, but it will never prosper. Okay, it will never prosper. Bro, lot lizard discount. Nobody cares who you don't like. Thank you so much. A unique perspective. Like I said, I really appreciate you. Trinity Meadows, I appreciate you. I love y'all names, yo. I love y'all names. Eric is doing an amazing job with pushing your algorithm. Yo, Trinity, you have no idea, yo. For real. I love it. It's his mom's car. Roscoe, my mom died in 2016. And my car is clearly that's a 2021. Yeah, anyway. Let's pack it with lot lizards. You gotta be careful with them lot lizards, for real. I mean, I must say I do got, like I said, I got a few dollars on me. So I ain't got like some, I don't know how expensive they are in Fort Myers. Keep your good spirit so you don't end up like Eric. Thank you so much. A unique perspective. I appreciate that. Eric says my spirit is better shaped than all of yours. I know that for sure. I don't praise a white supremacist for starters. Huh? So now he's a white supremacist? But then a white person killed him. That's crazy as hell. What is the world coming to? Oh, my stars. Eric, you're a loser. Everybody knows this. I have to agree with that. Fact check said Eric, he's not praising, okay, he's not praising Charlie Kirk. He acknowledged him as a human. Not everyone agrees with his views. That does not make you wish ill of the dead. Fact check. I like your name as well, and I like the fact how you said that. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Um, Missy Petit said, my first time checking unput. I will come back. Please keep spreading the love. Amen, brother. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Again, I don't want to go, but I gotta go. I gotta get some more walking in. I feel like I haven't started sweating like I need to, but we're gonna stay out here. We're gonna walk. Let me see how many steps I've gotten so far. Thank you guys again for coming in. Thank you for the peaceful people. I appreciate it. Okay, let's look. Let's let it reset. We at 16,363 steps. The goal is to get 10,000 every day. I've been getting around 20,000 or more every single day. But you guys, I just started this at 12 a.m. Okay, so we're going to be close to 4 a.m. coming up, but we still have to midnight. Okay, so think about that. So it's 4 a.m. right now, and we have to midnight to get more steps. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna probably reach 30,000 at the rate that I'm going today. And I'm super pumped, I'm super motivated. I appreciate you all. Thank y'all for all that you do. Yeah, and anyway, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Trinity. Thank you so much. Thank you. Fat check, Trinity Meadows, a unique perspective. God bless y'all. I appreciate awesome people like y'all in my live streams. I really do. Thank you so much. Uh, Brent Gardner said, "Bro, real shit. Mr. Kirk was what this country needed." I agree. Trinity, thank you so much. You're awesome. You're awesome. I appreciate that comment. You guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe. You know I have to say this. I know y'all get tired of it, but I didn't say that a whole lot though. Okay, but please subscribe to the channel. Please give me a thumbs up. Okay, don't thumb me down because you don't like what I'm saying and stuff. Give me a thumbs up, but don't do nothing. Okay. But I appreciate y'all so much for subscribing, for commenting. Like I said, good or bad or indifferent, whatever the case may be, it makes me feel good that I'm getting what I want out there. Okay, and little bit by little bit, I think it's important. I won't be silenced. I know Kirk won't be silenced. I say Kirk. I love to say Kirk and stuff, but Charlie Kirk will not be silenced. No one will be silenced. Okay, in a sense of, okay, if whatever you believe is what you believe, and if you want to be heard, you'll be heard. All right. Love and appreciate you all so much. I really do, and I'm gonna pray for all of you. Like I said, I don't care. Trolls and all, I'm praying for you. You all are gonna have an amazing rest of your day, your evening, wherever you're watching from, and I pray to God that the rest of your days are well as can be. You know, I'm not going to pray for anybody downfall, even if people are praying for mine. Vic Ray, Jesus is king. Jesus is everything. A unique perspective says you are a real one, T. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. He is still speaking from the grave. Thanks, Charlie. Right? Amen. Oh my gosh. That is so dope. You're so incredible. I appreciate you. Zero, thank you so much. Thank you. Javier. Oh, I said Javier. Javier. Oh Lord. It's Javier, right? Says, is this Texas? No, but I've been to Texas. But this is Fort Myers, Florida. You see the palm trees? I mean, I don't know. Are there palm trees in Texas? But not when I went. I mean, I've been to Dallas, Austin, College Station, Galveston, Webster. I've been to Seguin, Texas. I've been all around. I've traveled to 32 states and I've been to 4 countries. And yeah, so I traveled the whole country and all that good stuff. But anyway, I've been to Utah as well. But anyway, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Trinity Meadow says, thank you, appreciate you, and have an amazing day. You as well, Trinity. I'm really gonna go now. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Javier. Those are nice palm trees. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Like I said, I'm gonna continue to walk. I got my water in my hand. So I definitely have to put my phone away because I gotta register my steps on my smartwatch here. And so if I have some in my hand, it won't register. So I don't want these steps to go to waste. But I do have it also on my phone. So either way, I'm gonna get those steps in. But the goal is to get at least 20,000. But pretty soon, people are gonna be up Kids are going to be getting ready for school. But it's all good. It's all good. Thank y'all so much for all that you do. God bless you all. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for all the perspectives. Okay. It means a lot to me. Again, unique perspective in Trinity Meadows. I appreciate y'all. Trinity says, Eric, why are you so focused on race? You know what they call people like that, right? Exactly, right? A unique perspective said, Eric, why are you so worried about what we are? It's crazy. God bless you. B Chelly or Chell. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. I got all these degrees, but I got a fourth grade reading level. You said my eyelashes are getting in my eye. They're so freaking long. Um, you said God. You said later have a great day. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much, Eric. God bless you. God bless you all. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Have a blessed one. Bye.